Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday morning so far. I'm just going to sit here and let this fill up for a second because this one I should probably share this one. I definitely should probably share this one on my other page. Let me do that. Hold on. Let me do this because this is going to be one time for the one time. Hold on. Good morning, Bama. Good morning, blank screen. Okay. All right. Here we go. So I have said, and I'll be the first one to say, I'm going back on what I said here for a moment. And the only reason why is because this person is dangerous. This person is unstable. This person is a chronic liar. This person is trying to build a new community. And she obviously got kicked out of her old buddies. I think it's about time for people to. She did. Mobs is on. Hold on, let me look. I didn't even look. Oh, Mobs isn't on. Oh, wait, Laura live? Hold on. I don't see either of them on my side. Over here. Okay, hold on. Hey, Bama. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Crazy Nurse. The blank slate. Les. I didn't even see that, y'all. Wow. Are you kidding me? How interesting that her reaction to the video gets taken down, but the original's still up. Isn't that always fun? Oh, her backup. Hold on. Shy one. Thank you. Maybe I'll pause this. That's not who I'm addressing. That's not even close to who I'm addressing, but hold on. I'm still not seeing her. Oh, there she is. Okay.
You're that sensitive.
Yeah, she is live, you guys, if you want to go over there. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Bama. Okay. I'll have to message her and find out what the fuck is going on. I got sent a live stream that I was completely. Y'all, this person doesn't take up any space in my head. Invada, I'm going to say your name. Honey Boo Boo, we're going to be discussing you and your stupid lies once again. So last night, as we were all over here like bullshitting and hanging out and having a good time, I guess Vada had to take a break for a while, and she had to. I don't know. I don't know her like that. I don't talk to her. Like, let me establish some things right off the get go with this person, because this should go as a swift warning for everybody around. You don't want to mess with this one because she is completely outlandish and ridiculous. So I didn't know who she was up until I think November is when she came into the scene of things. We started back in June and July. She didn't even pop up on anything until November. Then what she did was she came to my Facebook page with some immature little 2-year-old Lisa Frank type BS and started like trying to poke at me. And my page on Facebook, I guess, gives out like awards for like top commentators or followers. Well, she stalks me from here, there, for everywhere and has been for months. So I guess Facebook decided to give her a badge. So she messaged me and said something like, "Oh, did you give me a sticker or something like that?" And I was like, "Who the fuck is this crazy bitch?" And I blocked her because I don't got time for that shit. Not at all. Not going to happen. So it goes on. Well, then I'm realizing that she's made her way into like the anti KJ community somehow. And I still don't even know how that all worked out. I ignored all of them with every bit of it. Well, she's going to get it today, Bama, because she once again is out here running her mouth on other people's panels. So, what's going on? Just to make it very clear, she got exiled from the anti KJ island because she can't keep her shit together. She's a chronic liar. She goes real life. She makes threats in inboxes. She creates fake emails trying to act like other people that have been in the community that have had egregious behaviors before. So, Vada and her cronies have been duplicating emails. And yes, I can say that. Um, I'm almost 99.9% sure that she had a hand in the dark web and CP threats I was getting emailed on my children. I was the only one that was getting them, except for that was the time when she was trying to get in with Queen Bee, good Nunya. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now. I have no concern or care about her and Nunya's relationship. I've never asked Nunya about it. Don't give two shits about what her and Nunya have ever talked about. Don't. None of it matters to me because Vada takes up no room in this space whatsoever. Vada will never be a part of anything I do besides the little single white female back here, like her, that is crazy obsessed with my life and everything about it. Vada started moseying herself into places and claiming that she was going to advocate for this family. You know, she was like the 10th advocate that came in to write the record for Letitia and those guys. First of all, that's never been done. All she did was spew out more false receipts that made people look way worse because it contradicted the very stories that Molly and Letitia and those guys had told before. They got one thing right, was about the death of him, and how they had to go about it was absolutely the most disgusting, vile, disturbing thing. And they took pleasure in the family's pain, all of them. That's the only thing that she has even remotely gotten right out of the entire time. On top of that, she has been exposed for fraudulently taking other people's artwork. She has gone real life on numerous people. She was requesting driver's licenses of other people and then involving people in the anti community in that stuff too. This person is extremely deranged and unhinged, in my opinion. And when I say this, hear me flat out. You let her in your circles, all hell's going to break loose. She was involved with Flava, Amber, Goose, Molly, all of the dirty birds, every single one of them. Every time somebody would like go after, like there was all this chaos going on with Flava and Amber, and they were all showing messages, and somehow I was in these messages between some of them, which I still crack up about because they were just talking shit and like their hate towards me in their inbox. These women are unhinged. Erica, all of them. They are absolutely. So I'm going to play a clip. I actually reached out and emailed her and I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'm sure she won't care. I'll fair use it. Bomb had Vada on panel last night. That's where we're going. But I'm going to let her talk and then I'm going to provide receipts because unlike Vada, I can pull them in 2 seconds and I don't have to fabricate them to make them fit a story. Now, if you notice what's going on right now, I will say this. She has been exiled. Again, she doesn't have her backbone anymore of Molly or the antis or any of these things. So she's been gone. So she's trying to rebuild. So she's coming back, trying to intermix herself into the Queen Bee and Dolly situation, which she is completely clueless on, had everything wrong, even from like Queen Bee's own words and Dolly's own words. She fucked it all up, which is typical of her. She cannot follow a story. She cannot timeline anything. The girl is dumb as a box of rocks. This is why I don't entertain her. And this is why I've never debunked any of her lies before, because she is just, you just let her spin her wheels. Well, this time I'm going to shut it down before it gets started because this will not be an ongoing thing. This will be her one and done. This will be her grand hurrah, her Pumbaa moment. Yay, her. So let me pull this up right quick. And I have to say, like, I was listening to it. Poor Bomb had no idea what the fuck was even being talked about. And I was like, oh, brother, she doesn't realize what is going on here, even. So I figured I would set the record straight. So this is, hold on, I'll show you guys in just a moment. All right. Oh, what a wonderful day. Yeah, yep. And she is shady, shady, shady. I've got messages of her on calls with Goose. This whole stuff about, oh God, just wait. You guys are going to crack up when you hear this, okay? Because I know a lot of you don't see this because I do have a lot of Bomb followers over here. But some of you guys don't follow Bomb. So for you guys that don't, thank you for those that sent me this because y'all looking out as always. And let me set the record straight. Me and Bomb have never had any problems whatsoever. Like, we have been mixed into the same bullshit in circles, but it's all the people that have been creating chaos. It's the same group of people around all of us. Like, it's the same shit, different day. So, anyways, this is just where she was at, and she's trying to rebuild. And this is a swift warning for everybody that she's a lying clown. But let's go ahead and let her talk. Let's go ahead because you guys will be able to debunk a lot of this shit too. Vada, pull up your seat because you've wanted my attention for so long. You've been begging and crying for it. Like, I've never seen a young kid, and she's a young kid to me because she's so immature and so and she's a child to me. So this is like a child starved for attention that I'm finally going to give in and give her a little bit of attention. But honey, this is all the further it's going to go. So yes, I think that's where she's at. Hey, Rockabit. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to torture you guys with this, and then we're going to move right along back into normal content. In fact, today we're doing a trip down memory lane with the little feller and his wonderful, beautiful, disgusting Zav girl sidekick.
But there was a cheerleader in high school that every day she had a Snickers and a Mountain Dew. And I loved her. Like, I wanted to be her. I really did. And I mean, like, I mean, everything she did, I did. If she bought some new shoes,
Okay, let me fast forward a little bit. Okay, she finally pops on right here. Sorry. And again, this is under fair use. I think Bomb will be fine with it because I'm just correcting misinformation once again.
I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. So
Both
today I've had my channel down for like 3 months. I have not even been near this place. So I was sent a few weeks.
I don't know you. I don't know anything about you, but why were you in the middle of all the messages that were being sent between Amber and being outed on Bomb's page, Amber's channel? Flava was messaging. If you don't know who Bomb is, why were you involved in all the messaging back then, Vada? Stop the lies. You know exactly who she is. Your face is in the middle of everything. You do nothing but try to create chaos under your multiple alts. Come on, girl. Yeah, at least own your shit. You are in everything. And she is trying to move a new community. This is how she does. And she's trying to do the whole, like, I'm going to put it all together, right? I'm going to come in and fix everything. Now, another person who is like trying to set the record straight in the comments that I need to give a shout out to is Penny Pumpernickel. Penny and I don't know Penny at all. I've been around her a couple times. She's always been nice to me. I've never had anything there. So, but she is trying to like correct information, factual information in the chat too. And of course, Vada doesn't even pay attention to that whatsoever either.
So I'll go ahead and explain this, the whole
It's
reason this
something,
even
girl.
happened.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks ago, I was sent a message, and they said, "Do you remember who Devious is?"
Right, Scorpio?
And I said no, because at the time I haven't. The first and only time I've ever spoken to her was when she was added by somebody on a call from 6 months ago. So at first I was like, no, I don't know who that is, because I get her and the Deets girl. I was thinking Deets, so I.
Bullshit. That's a flat out lie too, because Devious and Deets are nothing alike. There's no way you're confusing them. These are all just blatant lies because she doesn't take accountability for anything she says. She said some shit And then she says, oh, so-and-so. No, that's not even happening. Nobody reaches out to this weirdo except her little weirdo admins. And it's a group of like 5 of them that go around stirring up shit. They've been doing this in the anti-KJ community for years on end. This is just the way it goes.
I got it wrong. I was like, is this the channel? And she's like, no, that's
Exactly.
Dee's. That's not the same girl. And I was like, okay, just send me who it is. So
Exactly.
she sends me the
Yeah.
post, and I start reading this post,
Love you.
which I showed on my channel tonight. I don't know if
Patty,
am I allowed to
handsome girl.
share my
Yeah,
screen?
you should be able to.
Okay.
So I got sent this at first and they told me a timestamp and I was like, okay, this has nothing to do with me. Well, just wait.
I've got to
free.
I've got to go to the site first. Just kidding. 1 second.
That's okay.
And someone comes to me tonight and they're like, Mom's mad. And I said, well, for what? I didn't even say anything bad about her.
I didn't say I was mad.
Oh, well,
I didn't say I was mad.
2 people came to me and they said, she's mad at you. She's wondering why you're talking about her. I said, I didn't say anything bad about her.
I didn't say I was mad. I just said I don't understand why she's talking about me. She doesn't know me. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah. I don't talk about.
That doesn't make me mad. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm mad. That just means I'm questioning why somebody's talking about me.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to it right now. That way
Hey, Queen
we can clear
Bella.
this up.
And it's really, honestly, I mean, you did clear it up. I mean, like, I'm not that way. At the end of the day, I just didn't understand. I didn't know the scenario, and I was trying to figure out the scenario of it all.
I'm speeding them
Well,
up.
And I don't know what,
the roll tide person was just storming you up, it felt like. And then the grade thing got brought up, and I was like, oh my God, she's been told this lie too. And I've already proved that 100 times. And I was like, oh my God.
Okay, so that's a typical Vada thing too. I've already proved this 100 times. Bitch hasn't proven a single thing besides she is unstable and unhinged and needs to take a break off of the internet because she can't handle it. Period, point blank, end of story. That is the only thing she's shown us 100 times. She is, and I can say that fully because you forget never mind. I'll be nice because this is going to stop one way or the other. She's going to stop, or I will take action to make this stop because this obsession is becoming disgusting and very unstable and very uneasy.
Gosh.
don't you hate that?
I fucking hate it. I'm so sick of it.
And
So imagine you having 16 creators coming at you doing that shit to you every day.
But that's what happened in my life tonight. And I said, I'm not going to call that lady a scammer because I don't know her. I haven't had the proof. It's not in front of me. I'm not. It was like they were trying to get me to say it. And I was like, I'm not going to do it. And I messaged my girls. I said, delete all that shit out of the chat.
And this is her typical, whoever she's confronted with, she's, oh, I didn't know, or, the innocent act.
Because I didn't know you. And I was like, I don't know if the girl's a scammer or not. I was talking about, because I was upset that Charlotte got taken down. Well, the other night I was watching Queen for the first time in months just to see what they had to say about Charlotte. Well,
I was watching Queen for the first time in months. Okay, she's going to tell you how much she's been paying attention shortly. Just pay close attention to her own words. She titles on herself.
20 minutes in, it gets to you because Queen Bee didn't know you really either. And she wanted to know, what you had to do with Charlotte.
Right.
So,
What do I have to do with Charlotte?
Well, because she was wondering, I don't remember how exactly they were talking about Charlotte getting removed and talking about Michelle. And you got brought up because somebody was up there talking about you for some reason. And a girl came up on panel that had claimed that you scammed her.
Oh, yeah.
And then another girl came up there. And
Yeah, I heard.
So it was like 4
That
hours.
That was a little while ago, right?
Bomb's like, I've already dealt with that. Move along.
Like
A couple weeks ago, something like that.
But I haven't gone live in weeks. And I've been planning this
I haven't gone live in weeks. I've been planning this for a long time.
for a while.
But I haven't been paying attention to anything. I've been off YouTube for months.
I was like, well, today we're going to cover Queen Bee versus Dolly. I said, tomorrow we might do, I went like this. I like the bombshell.
Today I'm going to cover Queen Bee versus Dolly when I don't know a fucking thing about what's going on, but I'm going to tell you an entirely different twist than what's reality on any of the pieces of it. But sure, go on, Vada.
Scam thing because there's a lot of fishy stuff with that. And I said, but first I want to know
Hey,
the total truth and have the proof of everything before I even review that stream.
People did.
I like to know before I comment or say anything. That's just how
I emailed Bomb and asked her if I could play this. I'm sure she doesn't care. I'm positive she doesn't, but she hasn't emailed me back yet. So if she gets mad at me, it'll be okay. But she didn't even, you can just hear it in her. She doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, why are you bringing this here? Like, what is going on?
I am. I was like, I'm not going to go and do that until I know. Well, then people were in my chat and they were like, I think it set off because one person said that you were a scammer or something. And to make sure I did my research. And I was like, that's fine. I said, that's fine. Well, then the people in the chat that were your people got mad and I kind of were going at that person. And I just said, delete all that. Just delete that. And I was like, y'all, I'm not going to call that lady a scammer. I'm not going to do it. I don't know her. I don't have the proof in front of me. That's why I said we're not doing that stream tonight because I don't know. I don't know her. And I said it was.
We'll take it from somebody that's looked through everything. It's a bunch of personal hurt that's been carried over for years and years and years. It is being rehashed for years and years and years. And it's a very unstable situation. And it has gone and escalated itself to where people have showed up at Bomb's house. So therefore, you can make with it what you want, but I'll never be okay with that whatsoever. And I've spoke very loudly on that. And I'm very okay with it.
All I'm talking about is Nunya's commentary about that situation.
Yeah.
Me and Nunya have a history.
Okay, her and Nunya have a history. Remember, this girl only showed up somehow around November. I do not know when her and Nunya first interacted. That's not for me to know, nor do I give two fucks. I don't care if shit was talked about me. I don't care whatsoever. All I know is this bitch has an obsession and she thinks like her and Nunya are buddies. She like looks up to Nunya almost. And then I'm like the villain because I won't give her any attention. It's fucking wild. It is wild. But her history with Nunya that she tries to make it out like they're like buddies or whatever. Nunya has a relationship with Goose. For those of you that don't know, now you know. But Vada kept like poking at shit and doing stuff. And I don't fuck with any of those people. As you all know, they were all a part of the real life shit that happened to me numerous times. Again, I am very confident in saying that this one had a very big hand in all of the emails that were sent threatening my children, not the Penelope ones, the ones with the dark web threats and all of that. That was Vada and her crew.
That was my whole part of it. I said, I don't know if Bob's a scammer or whatever. I don't know.
Has it. Hey, Helen.
But what I didn't link together till now is you and Devious know each other. And so I got that cleared up.
We did, yes.
Well,
we don't now. We don't speak now.
Okay, so that phone call happened back in May. I talked to Goose every now and then. And at that time, she would call me if she was having problems with Erica or whatever. So I was at my parents' house 8 hours away. We were on the phone. She's like, hey, do you want to do a 3-way with me and Sydney? And I said, sure.
By the way, as you all know, we came out here and warned everybody about Erica almost right off the bat. Sydney was on my panel. That was the first person, but they all continued to say like, oh, she brought these real life people on and they went real life on Erica. No, these people know Erica in real life. This story has been going for fucking years with Erica and the bullshit that she has pulled on so many people, including Sydney and many other people. That's why they were allowed on my panel to talk about the very things that have factually happened that Erica has done. And now you all have seen it yourselves because she has weaseled her way over here and done the same exact shit. She talks to herself behind her channels. She engages with herself. She acts like there's multiple people behind these things. She is unhinged. And she was a part of Goose, ICU, and Molly. If you remember back, Molly even went off on her and called her, which I do have the clips of too, that I can pull out, which was hysterical. That was the best moment probably of YouTube. It was funny as shit because I know Erica was like, whatever. But then Erica targeted Goose. Erica took all of her multiple personalities, in my opinion, and went after Goose. That is how she is. She is extremely deranged. And that is my opinion based on years of proof.
Sydney is Erica's husband's ex-wife.
Okay.
And Sydney's been on my channel already 3 times, so I knew exactly who that was. And I was like, yeah, put her on here. And what had happened was Erica doxed Goose. Goose was crying hysterically. She asked me to do that 3-way with me and Sydney.
First of all, I've never seen Goose doxed anywhere. Not a single place. I've never seen Goose doxed whatsoever. So I have never seen any of this. Do I know who she is? Yes, but I've never released it publicly. Don't have any intention of doing that. I don't go real life. If I need it, it'll go to the police department. That's it. That's all. But she makes up the story that Goose was doxed and she was so upset. Now, they did used to get on phone calls because they were all plotting and planning and filing restraining orders and yada, 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 going on and on. But
Sydney, so we could calm her down. And then Faith came on there. We all were trying to calm her down. And then midway through the call, Faith adds devious. I never spoke to her. I didn't add her to the call. Nothing. And the call went fine. I mean, the call went fine. We were just trying to. It was all about Erica. And if anybody knows Goose, they know the topic was going to be Erica. Anybody that has common sense knows that. So
anybody that has common sense, because Goose is as obsessed with Erica as Erica is with Goose. I'm going to reserve my comments there, but Goose is just as the same as Erica. Goose is Molly's best buddy. There's so much shit. If you remember back when Erica was rage posting on her actual page, she was posting text messages about money being borrowed from Molly to Goose and people being upset and so on. Like, there was just, Erica was releasing a bunch of text messages that made no sense, nor did anybody really give a fuck about besides them. But it became this like really personal beef between them. Sorry, you guys, I'm sitting outside and of course the planes are flying over, but it became very personal between them.
So then I didn't think nothing about it. Well, 6 months to now, like last week, someone had asked me, like I said, that, hey, do you remember Dee Dee? So I got her confused with the other girl. And I was like, okay, what about her? She said, well, did you see her community post? I said, no, will you send it to me? Because I can't find her channel. I'm lost here. So she sends me the post, and here we are. I'm going to read it to you. And a phone call about Erica is getting brought up 6 months later and being totally twisted into something it's not. Well, then someone separate messages me.
All these people messaging her are her and her mini alts messaging themselves. Sorry, that's just my opinion on it. You'll never prove me different. Besides, there's like 4 people that will fuck with this girl, and that's not a joke. Anybody that she has had any interaction with has all pretty much stepped away. And I've gotten personal messages from some of the people that she used to be in with from that group of antis, and told a lot of details of what's going on and provided screenshots of some of the messages and stuff that they've been going back and forth and some of the problems. So she's not being quite honest here, but that's pretty typical for her.
And told me the reason why she's using the phone calls. And I was like, okay, I've got to say something, because she is not going to be wrapping me up with that real shit.
So why is she using the phone calls?
I have no clue. I said, why is she using a phone call? Apparently there was 2 phone calls, one that I had nothing to do with and one that I was on. And I was like, but what is the deal with these calls?
But didn't she just say she knew what the deal was with the calls? And then as soon as Bomb says, well, what's the deal with the calls? Like, explain that. She says, oh, I don't know what the deal is with the calls. The fuck? Pick a lane, bitch. Pick a lane.
Well, the second person that came to me said, well, apparently that she is being accused of doing something to Bomb, and she's using the phone calls to cover her ass.
Oh,
I don't know if what they said she did to you is true. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh?
It is.
About doxing or calling your apartment?
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, Goose went up on Rayanne's and told that. Well, they told that. I didn't know anything about it.
So
they said it was her and Nicole, I guess, was the ones that were doing it. She said that she never called anybody, but
well, I don't know. To me, for her to lie on me like this probably was her.
Everybody's lying on poor Vada. Everybody is poor Vada. Well, hey, Vada, you're not blocked. Get your big, bold ass in the chat. Come on. You got so much to say.
Just saying. But I was like, why is this girl putting my name in?
She did a lot to me, honestly, behind my back that I didn't know about. And it's just not, and fuck her forever. It's fuck her forever, truly.
Hey, y'all.
I don't know enough to say, but all I'm
saying. No, well, yeah, she's just, and it's not even important anymore. At the end of the day, people are who they are. And I take people at face value. I'm not going to jump on every hate train there is, because if I did, I'd be riding one all day.
Hell yes. I agree with Mom on that. You've got to pick and choose. Like,
one says, don't like this person. That makes me want to go find out.
I do remember you being in a conversation with, I think, Flava. I think it was Flava that you were talking to.
Yeah.
And you called me that bomb girl, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I really did.
Oh, shit. Did Bomb just call you out? Oh, shit.
And I love that.
To the bomb girl.
I made a whole thing from it. And
yep, she did. But that just goes to show that Vada got on there and lied instantly. I don't know who you are. I don't know nothing. Oh, but Bomb already knows you knew who she was because you mentioned her in text messages and called her the bomb girl. Oh, shit. Oh, poor Vada here. Bomb's being so kind too. I just have to say, like, you can tell she has no clue what the fuck is going on, and just wait, it even gets worse.
And tomorrow I said,
it made me laugh. It really made me laugh. I said, that bomb girl. I'm that bomb girl.
Well, it was the bomb chick. I was like, the bomb chick.
Yeah, it was fun. It made me laugh. It made me laugh, and I just ran with it because I liked it.
And I'm sure her chat's sitting here dialoguing all of this, going, wait, she just said she had no clue who you were, but now you are saying that she was involved in messages with Flava. And Amber and everybody else. Yes, yes. Yeah. And all of it really kind of came back to her obsession and hatred for me, trying to take me down because she thought I was involved with every single one of these people. And that was never the case. I said very vocally that Amber was the first person ever from YouTube, like as a creator, that ever reached out to me. That was here nor there. Like she connected me to somebody else, which thank God she did. And I developed a relationship with that person. And Amber you guys know how I feel about that crazy bitch.
Well, tonight's stream was going to be Queen Bee and some bomb drops, but I decided to do Dolly instead because I didn't know enough about this word. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that part. I was going to do a half and half.
So chances are she's probably trying to weasel in because Bomb's got a great community. Bomb's got a very supportive community. She pulls great numbers. She's got a very good group of people. But people like Vada can't do content on their own or be original or unique or anything like that. There's no niche, right? Because she would have to talk about instability. So she just kind of follows suit with everything else. Like everything that I do, she mirrors. My daughter does makeup. She started a makeup page. We talk about mental illness a lot and do check-ins. She has decided that that's what she basically is attempting to be me, and it's really uncomfortable.
But I said I'm going to wait.
And I don't care if you do. At the end of the day, I don't
Yep,
care.
Marky.
I just
where the hell is it? I've got it. If she's deleted,
people can say anything they want to say.
Becca, you're so.
I'm tired of it. Like unless you
Until
got,
they don't have receipts.
Exactly. That's what my whole stream was about tonight.
Becca, how many times have they taken panel over there to try and get like Bomb to go at me? Like this just blows my mind because so many of them have like gone up on Bomb's panel, and every time she's like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
It was between the mess
poor Bomb.
Well, exactly. And the mess between Dolly and Queen, I was like, well, hell, they're both wrong. But Dolly, I mean, you doxed Queen 8 months ago, and y'all left it up on that fucking community tab, for 8 months, and left it up here. And they're lying on her now and going at her about these private DMs that happened privately. She didn't dox you publicly when she absolutely should have.
She's going to try. Oh, no. She's trying to simp for Queen Bee. This is not going to go good, honey. Do you remember those emails that Queen Bee was getting sent to at the same time my kids were being threatened? Her kids just, yeah. I think you're kind of walking into a fire, honey, because all of us know exactly who you are. I'm assuming Queen Bee does. She's not stupid. So you're trying to, oh God, oh Lord, I can't with this shit.
Oh my God, did she delete this since I went live?
It looks that way.
I've got it. So if she did, it's fine. I've got it.
This is crazy.
I'm just making sure. I cannot believe that if she did.
What?
Are you serious?
Hell?
So it looks like you're busted, huh? Let me find out.
Looks like you're busted.
So anyway, so I got to read this post, and it says, well, I was on a phone call with you, Goose, Veda, and da-da-da, and you wouldn't believe what these girls were talking about on this call and talking about how they do some dirty stuff behind the scenes and all of that. And I was like,
I think I might have a copy of that community post. Hold on. Let me look. Because I distinctly don't remember Devious saying all of that. Anybody in here remember that community post where she talked about that? Anybody? Oh, Becca, I'm talking about the messages. Like they've sent messages with me included. This group of girls. This is the second or third time that I don't know who sent the messages last time. If it was in Flava, Amber, I don't understand all of that. That shit's crazy to me. But it's always like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's funny that you're framing that call that way. And so I was wondering, why would she be making that phone call sound that way? What is she
framing
into? Why is she doing this? Why? It made no sense because that phone call didn't even say your name in it. And so somebody told me, well, she's in trouble with Bomb. And I said, well, what did she do to her? And she said she called her apartment place and tried to get her kicked out of her home. And I said, well, did she do it? And they said, well, that's what the phone call's for, because she's going to try to tell them that the phone call was y'all planning to do all this to her. And I was like hell. And so that's what I was told. And I was like hell. So I said, I went live tonight and I confronted her first. I said, girl, I said, if you do that shit, I swear, because I figured she was doing it because she didn't think somebody would have recorded a call from 6 months ago. But as soon as she came on the phone, I sensed a snake and I recorded the shit.
Oh, there you go, friends. There you go. She records her phone calls too. By the way, I've never recorded a single phone call with any person from the internet on here. Not one single one. Not at all.
No shit, I'm good. I'm telling you. And I'm going to play a part for you. And I swear to God, I got to play a part for you where Devious had to go for a second. And I said, girls, who brought her up here? And Faith is like, I wouldn't bring her up here if I didn't trust her. Because I said, I don't trust it. I feel funny. And boy, was I right 6 months fucking later.
Wow. Like she acted like she was never on any phone calls.
Yeah, she deleted it from the moment I went live to now. It's okay. I'm going to read it to you. I got it right here.
Okay.
So, and I got proof of it. So that was a dumb move. That just made you look more guilty. But what I'm wondering is this girl doesn't even know me at all. Why use my name? There was something else she did behind the scenes that was given to me with my name on it. And she accused me of something. And
really?
No, she's friends with all those evil bitches that hate me. And I was like, well,
yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that feeling. I do.
She's using my name, so they'll all come for me. So tonight I had no choice.
What? What in the hell?
But to be like, I know what you're doing. Somebody's came to me already. And, you know, if you want to call my bluff, I'll make the fucking call my intro and just let the bitch play for 2 hours. I said, if you don't believe me, keep on. Just stop. I told her, just stop whatever you're doing and quit that shit. I don't know you. I never spoke to you. You have no reason to try to frame me with some shit, like all of them do. But you're caught. Pretty much is what I was saying.
It or not.
And luckily, the person that felt bad about what she was doing to me, and she's like, I don't know you, but this and this is going on. Here you go. Here's the proof. Here you go before you get your ass set up and people start coming after you. Thank you. Yeah. And so, okay, so here was the post. It said, I will be going live to talk about the phone call, in quotes.
I don't know.
First, Rianne, I've never spoke to Rianne. I only spoke on the phone with once. Why are these phone calls even being brought up is what I was wondering. I couldn't figure out why the fuck she would be making a post 6 months later about an innocent phone call. It made no sense. So then she said, second, Goose, I talked to you probably 2 times and you wanted me to call you so bad and well, I didn't. Okay, then why did you get on the 5-way call knowing Faith is Goose's best friend and joined it willingly? And you played a pretty dirty part, girlfriend, to call somebody dirty. But anyways.
You played a pretty dirty part to call somebody dirty? Huh? Can we land the plane, Vada?
Because you wanted to talk about Erica so bad. But yet the conversation was about Bomb. Which one was it? Which we could have talked about both, but I didn't even know you. She did not bring you up whatsoever at all. What she was there for was Erica. Goose was crying. She was a mess. We were trying to convince her that Erica's not going to do some horrible stuff to her life because she thinks that I'm not going to like bait Erica into doing it. So I'm going to shut up. But that's what we were trying to do, was calm Goose down because it was bad. And
they live on completely opposite sides of the United States. Like, this is the most childish shit I've ever heard, ever.
She's been a target from Erica for a while. All right. So third, the phone call.
It's because she was involved with Erica. They all welcomed Erica with open arms because they thought she had information on me and other people, like Blank Screen. That's how Blank Screen was incorrectly doxed as some guy from Florida, which that was, as you guys know now, that is completely because you can go pull Big Al's voice from Facebook, which is who they originally doxed Blank Screen as, and Blank Screen's now, and you can compare them and realize they're not even remotely the same person. But Goose was a part of all of the dirty shit, and they were welcoming Erica into their little group until she showed her true ass and went too far. You know what's really interesting? That's the group that, again, was involved with Penelope, Molly, and all the people that doxed me. And all of my personal information has been sent around behind the scenes with all of them, but not one of them has had the balls to actually send me the original of who it was that doxed me. Granted, it's here nor there at this point, but talk about dirty bitches behind the scenes.
I was on with Faith, Goose, Beta, and whoever else, Sydney, was the phone call I found out about all the dirty shit being done or going to be done.
I don't know. Blanks.
And I was like, okay. Y'all even brought up Heels in the Air.
Right.
I didn't even know who that was at that time. And I didn't know what y'all were talking about. Okay, play stupid.
And speaking of, she didn't know who Heels was. That's a bunch of bullshit.
But when I found out about how dirty y'all go, it was beyond me. Fourth, Bomb showed me. So right here is where it caught me, because I kind of felt like the person that came to me was telling the truth at this point, and that there was some kind of twist happening here. Fourth, Bomb showed me pictures of an inside of a houses, not no address or any number to call. I am sure she can see that for herself. What is she talking about?
When I was moving, I showed them some houses that I was looking at. I don't remember showing them addresses and things like that, but it could have been on the post when I showed the pictures of the houses. I would just go to the post of the house that was online.
But why?
So I guess that's where they got it from.
But why would she put that right?
Jen's mom, she's trying to channel build. She lost her crew with the antis. Charlotte's gone. She's trying to get all Charlotte's subs over there. So she's going to sim for Charlotte. And she also needs Bomb's community too. She has nothing. She has absolutely nothing. That's why she's fishing for content. She's trying to get involved with Bomb. She's trying to sim for Queen Bee. She wants Charlotte's subs. Molly and her kind of split up. She'll tell you guys some more here in a minute. Let me continue to play it and I'll break it down. But this is how she moves, y'all.
Right up under the phone call.
This is why I don't give her attention.
Like, here's how the post is. She's like,
well, Rayanne and Goose went live. This is not from today. That's an old post.
Right.
That's not from today.
Right.
She
but
didn't
somebody
put
came
that.
from some stuff she's doing to me behind the scenes.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's-
okay.
that's why I
Yeah,
had
that
to-
was a little while ago when Rayanne and Goose went live and was talking about all her dirty stuff. It came up that she told that that Devious and Nicole were calling the places that.
And if you're just coming in, y'all, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm shutting this shit down because I'm telling people exactly just like I did with Erica before. When Erica came around and was really starting to get involved with shit and really people were getting doxxed and shit was happening to people and nobody could figure it out. This is the exact same thing I'm doing right now. And I'm giving a swift warning to everybody. Know what you're getting into. You've been warned. And if anybody continues to go after my real life because they associate with this one, game on. I'm done with the games. I'm done with the stupid shit. I'm done with the threats against my children by this crazy fucking psycho. I'm done with it all. And this is the final time and your final warning. I didn't take her channel. She's scared still. And trust me, there's enough on it unless her videos are still hidden. That this little one better just stay where she's at.
I was looking at to see if I had put a deposit down and things like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on just a minute. Clarissa, 1 second. Clarissa, I haven't timed you out. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even reading the chat.
I'm too busy.
All right. But what I am going to say, nobody needs to be rude about anybody on my panel. Period. Respectfully.
And Bon.
I don't come into people's chats and rude.
Yep.
Don't time anybody out there. Everybody has the right to their opinion. But don't come at me. All right. I'm not even reading the chat. I just glanced down. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Are they mad that I'm up here?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about.
I know. I was shocked. I was shocked. At least what's funny is tonight I went live about Queen Bee, which you don't even know. Really. And
no, I don't. But I know that Queen has allowed these bashing lives about me and without receipts. They're up there saying a whole bunch of shit that's not true.
Same
and
thing.
She didn't ask for receipts and anything. And I'll be glad to talk about the scamming. If people think, look, at the end of the day, that's not true. And the truth came out not too long ago with a girl named Nicole. She told the truth and from that whole situation. And that's it. And I'm not going to continue to address it. If that's what people want to say, that's what they want to say. But it's the same ones that were on Queen Bee's panel. They're to go around telling everybody all this shit. And it's not true.
I don't even know why they were up there. I got to go back and watch to see where.
Well, I'm not sure why that happened. I don't know what it was. I don't know why.
They were up there the same way you're up on bombs, Vada. Let me break this down because they take the opportunity to smear people. Just like when you guys kept going over to Queen Bee's and trying to bring me up and all this stuff, thought that somehow Queen Bee was going to come in and save everything and shut me down and take your sides or anything. The proof is a lot of shit that you guys can't overcome. But they were doing the same thing that you do, Vada. That's why you're on Bomb's panel right now. The same people that took panel over at Queen Bee to go after Bomb were taking the opportunity of a captive audience to spread their bullshit. The same exact thing that you're doing.
I think Valoma's the one that went up there.
Yeah. So the main girl that was talking the whole time. Yeah.
That's how they.
I just got to remember how did it go from Charlotte to scamming? I just don't remember.
They were. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. I think Valoma. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because I don't watch anybody that tears me down. I don't watch it. I was told about it and I got pissed off and I went live and I said some things that I had every right to say about Queen. You don't let people come up on a panel without any fucking receipt.
Absolutely. Thank you. That happened to me too. They did a 4-hour stream of lies on me.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Oh, the victim card here. Vada, stop.
You know what I mean? And it all really has to do with Savage. It's Savage Live. That's really who's behind it all. But it's fine. Fuck her.
Yeah. The bullshit Tim and Bitch Boy Boston or whatever. I can't send them to. But they let the same thing happen to me. They let Kathy P. What's her name? Down the rabbit hole come up there and lie and all of that. Straight up lied on me, trying over their ass. And that went on for like an hour. Queen didn't say anything bad about me at all, but she did let them do it. and lie.
Well, that was my point. She may not have had a problem with me, but you don't allow that shit. And I think that's what Nanya was talking about. Actually,
where's the lies that they told, Vada?
Right.
And whether you have history or not with her is not my business, right? But at the end of the day, she was being honest.
Well, I think her biggest argument was, how long do you punish this person for? And is this really bringing awareness, or is this bullying at this point? That was what she. Right. How long?
Listen, when I left YouTube and I came back and asked for a second chance, the things that they're bringing up is over 3 and 4 and 5 years old, and I mean it's just fucking crazy, but it's fine.
Yeah,
people are gonna do what they want to do. People voluntarily gave bomb cash apps and took various panels saying they gave bomb money but weren't scammed. 3 people in a row came up on panels saying that I didn't scam them, and they're still trying to say it, and I'm just sick of it.
Well, what their argument was that it's still happening. I'm glad that I'm here with you. I won't have to go through everybody else to find out.
I mean, with who? Who is it still happening?
You see what she's doing now, though? She's sitting here saying to Bomb on Bomb's panel. She's like, but they're saying it's still happening. But I thought you didn't know who Bomb was. But yet, you obviously know and are talking behind the scenes or with somebody that, yeah, Vada, you're so dumb.
I mean,
they were wondering why, because that lady, the other lady, said she came and made everybody wear 2 weeks ago, and the reason that she was doing so is because it's happening again.
Well, how's it happening again?
She said other people have the reason why this keeps. She was trying to explain how this isn't bullying, because what's happening is it looks like a lot of people going after Bomb, but really she scammed a bunch of people, and that's not true. And that's why I wouldn't go live about it.
And that's Valoma. You're talking about Valoma?
Yeah, both of those women.
Yeah, both of those women.
But she doesn't know who Bomb is, but she knows those other people, right?
What was the other lady's name? I don't even think.
I don't know. I don't know who I was up there with her. I know that Valoma was up there, but I know that some people got up on the panel too. At the end of the day, Valoma out of her own mouth said I didn't scam her, so I don't know why she continues to say I scammed her. I mean, there's a lot of receipts that I have as well. And, like I fought this battle and fought this battle and fought this battle, and I'm not going to continue to fight it when I don't have to. The whole thing is, at the end of the day, is they want all these people that are in my chat to unsub. They want them to unsub. They want me to be homeless. They want me to lose everything. And I haven't done anything wrong. I came back. I left YouTube and got my shit together. It was
Revival. Welcome to the attention that has been craving. She has been poking and poking and poking, and she's decided to come back and try to move into other communities and other areas. And she took panel last night and had a lot to say. She'll get into me in a moment, and you'll see why I'm here. Because if this doesn't stop, and if her obsession with me, because this is called single white female obsession. It is scary. It is dangerous. And she is fucking unhinged and unstable. She got removed from her little crony group. She had a falling out with a lot of the antis she was involved with, because she does really outrageous things and she needs a home. She's kind of like a feral cat that needs a home.
It was Rowena who also said that I didn't scam her.
Hey, good morning. Skip to my Lou.
I didn't scam her. And that's the thing. She came up on Gigi and said, first of all, she never asked me for money. She never did any of that. I gave to her willingly. But now all of a sudden I'm a fucking scammer.
There's the one girl, the Paloma lady, she said that it was a scam because you had made it for a certain thing. You were saying it was for your rent, and then other people had already paid for your rent, and she's thinking.
See, that's not true, and that's not true again, because what it was is that I was having to move. Nobody paid my rent over and over and over and over and over again. They just didn't. And just because somebody tells you something doesn't make it true.
Well, at the end of that live, like 4 hours later, somebody finally says in the chat, they're like, well, she's owned everything she's done in the past. You know,
I said that I needed help. I also said,
look here, I don't care about your opinions in the chat as far as Bomb goes. I know I've got 2 different sides of it over here, but I myself don't have an issue, and I will not let her be drug in my chat. There's no point of that. You can go to many other channels and do that all you want. She has been one of the only people out here that has actually been kind to me, has been nice to me, hasn't drugged me into shit, hasn't gone after me, hasn't taken the bait every time. So you can have your personal feelings on the whole thing. There is a lot of history behind a lot of that. There's a lot of hurt and pain, and I'm not getting in the middle of it because it's pain on both sides of the spectrum. There is 2 wrongs will never make a right in a lot of situations, and that for me is one of those. Now, do not trash her in my comment section. You can have your opinions, but be respectful, because This isn't about Bomb. This is about Vada, and Vada doing the same exact bullshit of trying to pull people in. She's pulling a Flava.
That I was suicidal and wanted to kill myself, and that the situation that I had gotten put in was because of Savage and her buddies that are up there with her, right? When they took my Facebook business down. And that's when I started getting behind in my bills. At the end of the day, my dad died, and I got into a really dark place, right? And it was a really bad place and a bad time. And I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about my bills. I didn't care about anything. And at that time, I also expected everybody to bail me out, and the world owed me something, right? And it didn't. It was my own fault that I got into, besides my Facebook business going down.
And that right there. Did you hear what came out of her own mouth?
That was just part of it, right? And I laid on a couch for a year straight. And it was just bad stuff. And I was told to get off the internet by a friend and get my shit together.
Yeah, the internet.
And that's what I did. And since I've been back.
No, Blank Slate, you're fine. You're totally fine. I just won't let that happen because
I haven't asked for it.
That happens all day long. And
honestly, I haven't.
Well, then how did it get brought up?
People start speaking on shit they don't even know about or don't realize the past or the history or anything. And then they get cornholed into this tunnel vision. And I am not saying that anything's right or wrong on these sides. This is not for me to decide. All I know is there's a lot of personal hurt involved in this on all angles. And there's a lot of things that have been gone way too far. And at this point in time, until somebody can lay down these swords and say enough's enough, we are way too grown to be acting like this and doing this stuff, somebody's going to get fucking hurt. Somebody's going to get killed. That's all there is to it.
Up again, was somebody trying to expose you in a malicious way or something? Or
well, I don't really know why it all started on it. It's hard to explain unless you've been here for the history of it.
And that's exactly right. If you miss the history, it is hard to piece these together, and people demand that you pick a side, and I won't do it. I go off of who's treated me like shit and who has actively allowed people to come up on their panel and lie about me over and over again, and hasn't been Bomb.
The only reason I'm asking is I listened to that whole 4 hours and I was upset at the end because I was going through this whole time thinking you didn't apologize, you scammed these people and said fuck you. But then finally
I didn't apologize for scamming because I didn't scam them.
Well, in the chat, finally somebody said, well, she said sorry for her past, and then
for my past. Yeah, that's right. And what I said I was sorry for is that I did expect everybody to bail me out. I did, and I didn't lie to me. I didn't lie to them. I came on a live stream and I told them that I was being evicted and that I needed help. They gave me help, but they took literally every donation I ever got from before then and then after them, and said that I scammed the money, and I never scammed them for anything. I moved. I got another apartment, but I also got my ass off fucking YouTube and got a job and got my shit together. I got back on medication and I was okay. And when I was ready to come back, I came back and said, I'm just here to just simply ask for a chance. That's it. I just need a chance.
She deserves a platform just like anybody else. That's the thing. This whole thing of, oh God, we're going to get there too.
See, I didn't know that part.
Hold on.
Well, I did. And I explained the whole situation. And that's all I asked for was a chance and a second chance to get it right. And that's all I've been doing ever since. And that was a year ago.
The one girl was 2019, wasn't she? It was
2009.
Oh, but you don't know anything about Bomb, Vada. You don't know anything about this situation. But yet you're pulling out dates here. Get the fuck over it. Like, if you guys don't understand what is going on here, please open your eyes. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's trying to play this innocent act while she's muddy in the waters. This is exactly how she moves.
19, probably so.
And
honey, that's going all the way back to
she already admitted that she's recording phone calls, so be very careful.
She said that she had things from 2017. I wasn't even on YouTube in 2017.
Who the hell?
I didn't even start a channel until 2018.
Well, how long do you punish somebody for a mistake over and over?
My mistake. My mistake was coming to the internet and asking people to help me. That was a mistake because at the end of the day, it wasn't their responsibility to do so. Yeah, it was my responsibility.
Hey, everybody needs help.
They did try to extort me. They did. They said that if I gave to a addiction place, that they would stop bullying me. That's what they said, and I wasn't going to do that.
No.
Fuck you. They really did do that, and it's crazy. They have sent shit to my house, literally shit, mail me shit.
And who are the people doing? Who's the people doing it? Where?
Bomb, by the way, if you don't know, her WWE nickname that really bothers her, that I always call her, this is part of the reason why she doesn't like me, is the grave shitter. She demanded that we prove that she shit on a grave. I don't know what she really did. I just like to call her the grave shitter because it's fucking hysterical and it triggers the shit out of her. So, welcome to the main event with the grave shitter and all of her shit she spews all over the internet. This is a typical show from her.
Which team of people doing it? Is it Amber,
Paloma
Flavor?
Savage, Texas Girl, Susan Georgia Peach.
Yeah, toys. 100%.
There's a
I
whole
don't remember any of these people.
there's a whole list of them.
Are these the same group of people that are real lifers that I
Yes.
refer to? Okay.
Yes.
I've never heard of any of those people except for
Amber, Flavor,
Amber,
doing that. Flavor, you know. Yeah.
She knows all of them. She's been in inbox with all of them. It's already been shown. She's been in messages with Amber, with Flava, all of it.
I had one encounter with Flava, one. And that's because I needed her for something and I knew that she would be the perfect bait, and she bit.
Yeah.
She tried to bait Flava. She knew. No, what she was trying to do was she was trying to get intel on my and Flava's interaction behind the scenes, and they were trying to say that I framed and set up all these people, and she was trying to get Flava to go along with it after I told Flava that I won't fuck with her because she's a blatant liar, and what she had gotten into with the MS bullshit right at the beginning when I got word of what all of that looked like. I wanted nothing to fucking do with her. You guys saw that all. I did it all out front. I showed the screenshots. Flava was on panel. That was that. Okay, 50 Shades of Crazy. Please do not, again, I'm going to say this one time. You will not come in my chat. First of all, you've never been in here, but you have been in the chats where everybody has gone at my real life and you don't ever speak up or say anything else, or, you know, all the lies that have been told. So take your shit and go on out of here with that, because you're not going to come in here and do that. Yes, she was a Vatis. She's a Molly simp. But she's been involved with all of them. Flava, Amber, all the people that you guys are like ass patting right now. That's the same people she's been involved in. She's dirty, dirty, dirty.
Jennifer, JJJ, and all that group.
We're not doing
and, they will continue because they make money off bomb. They get views as long as they keep the fake outrage going. They do, and that's really what.
I ain't gonna put up with
and that's
really what it is.
And that's what tonight's conversation was about these tragedy pimp advocates over here. Like, when is this content, or is this because you're defending the families against these horrible crime YouTubers?
They're pimping tragedy. They call people tragedy pimps, but they're just tragedy pimpers. That's it.
Thank you. I was like, I haven't seen y'all. If y'all were such advocates for these families, why don't I ever hear about these families that you're defending? Where are they?
They don't. As far as I don't think I've seen them defend anybody in quite some time. We've been here over a year, not one scam. Meanwhile, so many scams are out. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of grifts going around, and most of it, you know, they're doing it off my back.
Oh, Revival. That's why I'm trying to get in front of it.
And they're going to continue to do it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to stop it.
Don't let them take you down. And that kills me. These people mask flagging and stuff.
Yeah, they got me down for a month.
Here she goes again, Vada, on the mass flagging. Now again, show the fucking proof that I was involved in any mass flagging campaign, because your evidence of this mass flagging campaign is people retweeting something on Twitter. I don't even fucking Twitter at all. But yet I have been made to the whole like captain of this team of people, which I'm not even a part of. I didn't retweet shit. I didn't report her. The only thing I've ever reported Molly for was when she 100% used my full legal name and a title of her video, and I hit her with a privacy complaint, and her channel was removed before because she had just stuck that video back up on, she had, I think it unlisted or something, or in her members only group or whatever. So she had made it public again. So I came back around and hit her with a privacy complaint, but her channel went completely down. Done. Bye-bye. Gone, bitch. Before the privacy complaint went through. So it was null and void. That's the only reporting I've ever done. So take it and stick it in your pipe and shove it up your ass, Vada.
Close to a month. Yeah, they got me down close to a month.
I wonder, do you know if Charlotte was mass flagged? Which if you don't,
she wasn't. Let me tell you what Charlotte did. Charlotte played Michelle's streams repeatedly.
This is exactly right. You guys can't listen to the fact that I am talking about the very person sitting on her panel right now. You cannot let this go. I get that you have a past and you feel very strongly about her, 100%. But if you can't respect me in my chat and leave your fucking bullshit at the door, you're not welcome here. Okay? If you will sit there and ask Pat and cheer on the real life shit and the lies that have been told. Do you think I ever got an apology for Erica sitting on JJJ's panel saying I called CPS on her over and over again? Don't start that shit here. It's not going to go well. I don't play the stupid games. If you can't be an adult and learn to put your hatred aside at times and realize that that's not what we're talking about and that's not what we're doing, I can't help you. You're entitled to your feelings on her, but this isn't about her at the moment, and that's why it's irritating.
And I guess they audited her channel. YouTube will come through and audit channels.
Let me.
It's at random. It's not. It's just what they do if you're monetized. And I guess it was her turn. And they realized that she was playing a band creator, which is Michelle. She played her every day, just about every day. You can't do that. It's against terms of service, and that's why they took her channel.
And that's us.
YouTube, nobody flagged her.
It sucks. Charlotte was passing off misinformation. I'm sorry. You guys can like Charlotte all you want, but the facts are the facts. Charlotte was passing off misinformation and knew her loyal subs had been telling her, stop this. Like, this isn't going to be good.
They audited her channel. And when they audited her channel and saw that she was getting around the ban, and it's not that she was banned, it's the new rule with the terms of service, right?
I was shocked. I was literally shocked.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to see anybody, lose their channel. But she was told, over and over, stop, because they're going to end up, giving it. They're going to end up getting it, and they did. And she thought that.
And it sucks. It sucks that she lost her channel. I'm not saying it doesn't. Like, I'm not saying she should have lost her channel. I'm just saying that these are things that people knew. Just like if we went back and played all of Molly's content, same thing. It's called circumventing.
She would get her channel back, but they're not going to give her a channel back when they said something about her going on her other channel.
Fine. But
circumventing, right?
There's a time
when she
and this is not it.
When she went on her other channel to get around the ban, they knew that, and they said something to her about it. So
that's what that meant. You're talking about the Charlotte with Crime channel.
Yeah. Well, they knew that she went on there. And if they know that, and they say, well, fuck, we just sat here and told you we're taking your channel, so you're going to go to another channel and try to get around this, then we're not going to give you your channel back, and that's really what it boiled down to.
Oh, well, she said that Twitter seems to think that she has already had a banned channel, and that her Charlotte on the web channel is the one that is circumventing or ban evading. And they're confused because she's never had another channel besides the crime one that I'm just talking about. But she said
she went on that one. She went on that one though.
After being banned on the web.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess that's what they were talking about. You can't use content from a banned creator because that's getting the banned creator still out there, and that's the whole reason they banned her to begin with.
Oh, beats him just
so. At the end of the day, she did it to herself. Nobody was flagging her. Nobody mass flagged her. I didn't mass flag her for anything. I rarely spoke on Charlotte. The only time I ever spoke on Charlotte is when she spoke on me, and that was very rare. And even then, I didn't really say all that much. But she said some things that she didn't need to say because she didn't know the truth, and she didn't ask the truth.
100%.
And she was following those very same women. So, she also covered another band creators case as well during that time. And that's when I read what YouTube said to her, they literally, the algorithm picked it up and they audited her channel. And once they audit your channel, if they're looking in your channel, it's a done deal. And it says when you sign up for YouTube, anything you post to YouTube is theirs. Yep. It is their property.
Oh man.
And you sign that. You sign that. And you also sign that they can take your channel for any reason that they see fit.
Yes, ma'am.
And she didn't read all that. She should have read it because that's the truth.
Betty, you might want.
Well, I gotta admit, I didn't read it either. I didn't know that. I didn't even know what circumventing was till now.
Yeah, that's what it was. She was playing Michelle's streams, and Michelle's banned, and she comes back, and if she gets banned again, and they're already having the hardest time with Michelle, and she was playing her live streams every day.
Well, we brought this up in her live chat about 3 months ago, and she said, "Well, everybody else does it too."
Yeah, but everybody else wasn't being audited.
I'm still in shock.
And here's the thing: it's the luck of the draw too, as well. Okay, just because
that is one thing I will say too. I agree with that. It is not consistent because we have channels out here still playing Michelle all the time. It just depends on who it is.
Everybody else does it. Doesn't mean you should do it. But on top of that, is that it's really at random. It was just the luck of the draw, honestly.
when they started saying stuff about her kids and involving her family, I told her you should walk away. Like I would just let this drop here and stop. Like I felt something about
Oh, isn't that ironic that she's worried about people talking about other people's families? Okay.
happen.
Nobody did it but herself.
This little girl.
If she had stopped streaming Michelle, she wouldn't have had a problem. You know, like, look, it's
Here she
you
goes.
got people doing it every day, but it's getting caught. I guess it's a thing. And when they audit channels, they look at the channel as a whole. And even if you've deleted something, they have it.
But why are all these people covering Michelle?
Because she's crazy.
I see no interesting thing in that.
No, she doesn't. But I don't know. I talked about her for a little while and I stopped. I wasn't gonna be. I saw her bawling her eyes out one day, and I said, you know what, I'm not streaming that, and I was done. And that was months and months and months and months ago. Michelle is a whole train wreck, and who doesn't want to watch a train wreck?
I wouldn't. I didn't want to. I'd rather
Everybody
watch. I guess everybody is picky about their train.
Drama
That it just feels like watching Michelle as a reflection in the mirror. I mean, hey.
drama sells, and you make a lot of money with the drama. And Charlotte was making money hand over fist.
Hell yes, she was.
So and the gravy train stopped, right? And then when they audited her channel, I was just like, God dang, I didn't realize that they audited her channel. There was no coming back. She could have deleted everything on her channel, but
She is trying so hard to play this innocent act, and it's not working out.
YouTube has it. They have it. They can see everything, whether it's deleted or not. And it's also in the paperwork that you sign as well. So
I would say what I've warned her to me. I mean, hopefully you're the type that can like somebody and me not like them and so forth.
Oh yeah. I don't really have anything against. I told Charlotte to go to Rumble because she can get paid out quicker. They let you cash out automatically after $50. And I told whoever was in my chat that night, I said, if y'all watch her, go tell her she needs to go to Rumble if she's going to go somewhere. And she did, and I'm glad.
I just hate that not everybody reads DOS. You know, not everybody knows every rule. And I think
I don't know every rule, but I knew that because they made a big deal about it when they put it out.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't know. It was I don't know. I feel bad that she lost her channel. You know, I feel bad that anybody loses her channel except for people that are hateful. But
you'll get to
like Charlotte I didn't really have a beef with Charlotte like that. So she's on Kick. I thought she was on Rumble.
She's on Rumble. And Kick.
Kick. Okay. I haven't gone to Kick, but I went to Rumble when they did that to me over here. And honestly, you can do whatever you want to over there.
I love it. Yeah. Absolutely.
I like Rumble.
Oh, I thought she was gone though. I thought she's been busy for 2 months.
Like Rumble, you can play whatever you want to play. You know, you can. And
I read their terms of service. It's one page, and the only thing they're against is mom bloggers. No, put your kids on here, none of that shit. Basically,
basically, yeah.
I love it.
But it wasn't. It sucks. But there was no hate campaign against her to get her to take her channel down or anything like that.
The only reason I was saying that is because I would jump into a lot of her lives randomly. And Michelle would threaten to absolutely report her and all this stuff. And then, which nobody can prove if people reported it or not. I'm sure Michelle had people reporting. But
she reports everybody.
Right. I mean, I don't know her. So, but
but she didn't. But Michelle by herself couldn't get her channel down.
Right. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. And I still support her. I just hate like hell. I just wish she never would have covered Michelle.
Well, Michelle made her a lot of money, and that's why she did stay on Michelle. So there's that. And so she really can't be mad at anybody.
Why don't you ask your buddy Molly about how much money Michelle makes people? That's why they did it.
Herself about it. When we kept telling her you need to stop. I mean, her own chat was telling her to stop. And she
would. I'm the same.
Yep, I was one of those people.
Yeah,
that's
you just
true.
sometimes you need to listen. Sometimes you need to listen. But like I hate that for her. But hopefully she's doing well over there. I think, and she came back with another channel. I don't think anybody I wouldn't say anything, but then you're gonna have those people that say she's a band creator and all this stuff and try to do things to her like they do to Michelle, and which I think is stupid. But
we want to live like that and go through all that every day.
It's just stupid. It's all stupid to me.
I just hate the massaging thing. I hate it.
Well, listen.
Even Molly has said mass flagging doesn't work.
Learn for her though, okay. I don't do it. If I'm gonna play Michelle or talk about Michelle for some reason, then I go to Rumble. I'm not gonna do it on here. Like I don't.
Vada hates the mass flagging stuff, but she is so willing to record phone calls.
Don't want to restrict. What you don't want to restrict.
I don't. I mean, but they can come by and audit my channel tomorrow and take my monetization. They can do anything they want to do.
I know.
And that's the price you pay, and that's the chance you take when you get on YouTube. Everything you upload on this channel, on this platform, is theirs. It is their property. They can do whatever they want to with.
So, which community do you belong to? Or
I don't. I don't. I just my own self.
Me too.
Like I would talk about the drama community and things like that. I don't know. I've always like stood by myself, kind of. I mean, like I'm dramatic. I'm the dramatic. I am. But you know, if I was anything, I guess the drama community. But I'm not really. I'm kind of like Queen Bee, I guess, in that sense, because I don't think she's really part of a community, is she? Well, she may be true crime, but I'm not. I don't know. I talk about everything and everybody. So, you know, I can talk about true crime today, and I can talk about drama tomorrow.
You're just trending topics, whatever it is.
Well, mostly it's me defending myself. Other than that,
and
that's really what I talk about.
I spent the last year defending other people.
I spent the last year defending other people. Okay, first of all, again, nobody even knew who this bitch was. It's almost a year until November. She was not even on. And even after November, I didn't even give it a second thought for quite some time, because she was just another irrelevant gnat, and not gnat as in N-A-T. G-N-A-T, like the bug, gnat. She was just another pesky fly that picked up and started simping and throwing lies out there. That was it. That was all. So she has not even been on these streets, nor does she even know the story still to this day. And I'm going to prove that. Let's go.
And that's where
you need to learn to pick your battle.
Here we go.
You know, listen, like it's not your job to be
Captain.
It's not your job as a creator to be everybody's savior, right? And that's not your job.
I'm learning that the hard way.
And you know, when you're defending these creators that you don't know everything there is to know, and you're standing up for something that you think is right when it's really wrong, then you're going to have a hard time on this platform. And I've heard things about you, you know, but I judge people by how they treat me. If I listen to everything that people said about somebody else, nobody would like anybody.
At least let me defend whatever.
You don't have to defend it, because it didn't matter to me. It wasn't my problem. It was not my business, and I didn't ask.
Yeah,
if I had a problem about anything I heard, I would have simply asked you. I'm not scared to ask anybody anything.
That's why I come right over here.
I'm pretty blunt to the point. You know, I don't sit over here and pretend like I'm perfect. I'm not. I've made a lot of mistakes on this platform. I've just tried not to repeat them.
I respect.
You know, like I've never said that I didn't make mistakes. I never said that.
Especially her boobs.
There's a lot of things I wish I had done differently.
She's even saying, Revival, are you in here? She's even sagging her titties like mine do. Come on now, girly.
But I didn't. So that's the hand that I dealt myself. And at the end of the day, I've moved on and I've bettered my life and bettered myself, and that's all I can do as a person.
That's all I can do.
Right. You know, you're gonna always have somebody not to like you. You're always gonna have somebody out here that doesn't like you.
That's true.
And that's okay. I'm not for everybody. Nobody has to like me. That's not for me to tell you. You have to make that decision, you know, you're on your own. I don't say, well, you know, just because this person likes me or that person doesn't like me. Everybody's different. And you know, somebody could like me a lot, and then the next person might listen to them absolutely hate my guts, and I respect both of them. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? Until their opinion affects my life.
Exactly. Dangerous lies affect people's lives.
All right.
You know, and they're talking about things that they don't even know the truth of, they want around for. And
that's why I shut it down.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Holy Spirit, activate. I'm a cuss bitch. Just warning you now. If you're sensitive to cussing, you might want to end now.
Most of them don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. But at the end of the day, I'll take up for myself because I feel like I need to. But there is going to come a point to where I just don't. And a lot of times I don't care, and I don't watch anybody that tears me down. I never have, and that's the best advice I can give anybody. Don't watch somebody talking shit about you.
Absolutely.
It's not your business what they're saying.
And that's the whole reason I was going to cover it, not just because of the Charlotte stuff. My main point, I even have the description right now, is Queen is doing to Bombshell. She's not up there to defend herself, but you got a 900+ chat sitting here with her.
And then I went live.
But I thought your point of this was to point out that Dolly was lying about Queen. Now you're saying that what Queen did to Bomb was wrong. Can you pick a lane, Vada? Pick a lane.
I have the same.
She's
dangerous lies affect people's, affect people. And I wasn't around. I didn't even know about the live stream until it was almost over. I didn't say anything the first time.
I really honestly don't think that was the intention of the live stream. There was something else being discussed, and it wasn't like it was the good Nunya, from my understanding. Now, I have not watched the entire thing. I did ask a bunch of questions. The good Nunya did go up and ask for receipts and question people that were talking about this. that is here nor there.
Second time I said something, but I genuinely was outside. When I get off YouTube at night, I don't come back on here. I don't sit on here all day. I don't watch people's live streams for what they say about me. If I did,
sorry, Bomb. I'm over here on my second channel. She doesn't give. She don't get the good views on my other channel. She's not worth that. So I hope you don't mind I'm playing this, but I figured you wouldn't mind because I'm just going to point out some of her egregious lies because this one's a mess.
I would be a fucking basket case.
Yes, absolutely. Plus, it all gets sent to you any damn way. So what's the point of starting?
Well, that's the thing is I've told people don't send me shit. I don't want to know.
That never.
I'd rather be. I know that there's a lot of things that people say about me that I have no clue that they've said, and ignorance is bliss. And
yes, it is. Yep.
Unless it's harming you, and that's always been.
Well, doesn't everything harm you in life? You know, I have to. I can only deal with it the way I know how to deal with it. There's a lot of people that are coming for me for no reason. There's a lot of people not telling the truth, and I'm making up things. Yeah. Just literally manufacturing drama because I'm not doing shit. Like Amber just yesterday said that I made this whole
Tammy Faye.
This whole Craigslist ad about her getting people to come to her house, and I've never used Craigslist in my fucking life.
She's probably being told that shit.
No, she made it herself.
Oh,
you think she just made it up to
the geotag literally shows her very resident.
That's your buddy though. You love Amber.
That's how stupid she is. But I digress. But yeah, it's just. I mean, she's just a whole.
That's why I don't even associate on that side of town. And you get that's what I was saying about Devious. I said I don't go to Trash City, but somebody dropped their trash in my yard, and I'm just.
Yeah, that post was from a month or two ago. I guess it was.
Well, that wasn't all. There was stuff recent, and I said I better just.
So she said so she made another one.
Well, it was stuff that she's sending to people. That ate my guts behind the scenes to cover harass and make them come for me, and don't think so.
Devious.
I don't even know her. I don't.
So this whole like people that hate Vada, that's always interesting because I don't hate anybody. I feel pity for this one a lot. I wouldn't say I hate her because she doesn't take space in my head. Like this is going to be one and done. There'll probably be a couple messages that I'll respond to after this. And that's it. Like this is the only attention she will ever get out of me because I am just done with her. This girl is unfucking hinged.
I don't know her. She has no reason to use my name at all. And I guess she thinks I would never have found out about it because I don't belong over here. And somebody felt that and came and told me. And I was like, oh no, she's not telling these people this. And she's friends with Dumbass, which is nonsense.
Here we go. This is why she took panel because she needs to hate bond with somebody over her obsession with Becky.
And they'll eat that shit up and company. So I was like,
nobody's come for her. Nobody's came for her. Like nobody's doxed her. Nobody gives a shit about her. That's the truth. And I hate to say that, but she wants so badly for somebody to attack her so she can be the victim. So until that happens, she just makes up shit like Tim Ballard and throws it out there as numbers. And there's no source for any of it.
I'm going to put a stop to this real quick and let her know. That's why I'm dying to read the rest of this. It's just 2 comments. So in the comment section after that post nonsense, very first one, interesting to know who was a part of the cause. The dirty ish has been nonstop by certain groups. I'll shut up.
It has been. Flava and all those guys have been doing dirty shit forever. Okay.
And then over here, somebody said, this is where I responded. They said, really? You talked a lot of ish to claim you weren't warned about the calls. Good thing they weren't recorded. And I said, yeah, good thing they weren't recorded. Just hinting to let her know, like, call my bluff, and I'll drop the whole fucking thing down.
Meanwhile, Vada records phone calls, and people trust her. Yeah, come on, people. Be careful, though, because she does have a bunch of alts that she does hide in places with.
So tonight, I went live because I don't know what, she keeps doing this. I don't even know her. I haven't said a word about it. She doesn't even know I know till tonight. Tonight, I straight out came out before it went too far. That was the whole point. And I was like, girl, I know what you're doing. I don't know you, and I feel no anger towards you. But I'm letting you know, you keep lying about this phone call and saying we're doing dirty stuff to people behind the scenes. I might just drop that fucking phone call and let everybody know how dirty your ass is. It's funny that nonsense is right there in your first comment, but she'd love to hear what you had to say on the phone.
Yeah, I don't have a beef with nonsense. I don't know about everybody's beefs with. I know that people don't like her.
I'm fine with you liking her. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine with you liking her. No, you're not. Let's be honest. No, you're not.
I don't have a problem with it because I wasn't a part of all that stuff. I just go in for
Neither was Vada. Vada wasn't either.
time and say, you know, what's up. And I've always been nice to her, and she's always been decent to me, and that's it. That's all.
That's where the grave thing came from. I'd love to tell you just 5 seconds of.
Okay, here's the 5 seconds. The grave shitter is about to tell us her 5 seconds.
Where I even came from. I just shot myself in the dark on November 11th last year. I had sat back for 8 months, and I watched Molly and Justin.
It wasn't even 8 months. Oh my God. Girly, can you seriously stop? I started my channel at the end of July. July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November is fucking 4 months, you goddamn idiot. First of all, even if you sat in the bushes and watched, okay? Secondly, you came on the scene with your immature little bullshit in November. I blocked you because you were, like I said, you were just like this little fucking pesky bug that was flying around that nobody cared because you weren't even a part of the story. You tried to interject yourself. You tried to get attention. You tried to do the same thing that you're doing now, but it was shut down. Well, then you continued to make egregious lies. You went to Molly and claimed that you had all the facts and you could lay it all out and you were going to prove that Molly was set up and framed and Letitia was set up and framed. Yet that has never been done. The only thing you got right was that he had passed away. And again, how sick do you have to be to relish in the fact that you are announcing that a Marine veteran has passed away? How disgusting do you have to be to take joy in somebody else's worst moment? That'd be you, Vetta.
Cover the Marvon story with Katie Joy. Marvon and Molly was, helping the family against German.
I was laughing.
And they hated Molly so damn bad that family became a target. And I'm fine with y'all calling out Molly's bad behavior, whatever. Fine. But I didn't even know Molly. That was the first time I've ever seen Molly on a show. I found this story due to Katie Joy because that's who I was watching her shit at the time.
And at that time, when they came around, I was still anonymous, so I didn't get doxed until December. They started really digging into me and started promoting Erica on panels like I'm talking about. That was November, I think, 26th, when she took panel over at JJJ. And then the heat was really kicked up. They all decided that for some reason I was a problem or they were going to out me and I was doing all this stuff. And that's when things really started going south. So she came in around that time. But even then she wasn't welcome into those circles or anything. She had no hand in any of that. She was over with the antis. And then there was so many different groups, but she wasn't a part of any of that at the moment. She was trying to get in those groups. If you remember back, Penelope started out doing content on Katie Joy, then switched it up to Michelle, and then switched it up to me. Penelope was eventually the one that did dox me. Molly's even confirmed it. It's here nor there. She sent the 10-page email about fucking threatening my nieces, all of the bullshit, just to give some background here. But Vada was not a part of any of that. She wasn't on the radar. I was too busy dealing with all the other bullshit that was going on. So she was just this little pesky fly over here that was buzzing around trying to get attention, same as she's doing now.
So that's how I even got in it. So I wasn't a creator yet. I was just a viewer for 8 months behind the scenes watching this stuff go down. And I'm watching this mother whose son is in a coma literally get framed by nonsense and Katie and all of their pals with a donation scam. They said that.
Okay. First of all, nobody framed anybody at all. That's never been the case.
They had run a GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe was the only thing specifically for a lawyer, which got spent on the lawyer.
Oh, now the story's changed again. So the GoFundMe was the only thing that was specifically for the lawyer. However, there's 101 clips of them claiming that the money that was being sent to Cash App, PayPal, and everything else. In fact, Molly even said flat out she doesn't do GoFundMe because she's always had some issues with the things that she's donated to on GoFundMe. So therefore, the other money was actually supposed to go to the same things. That's what was being told to the communities. Now, again, I'm not going to pull out all those live streams because they also want me to play old Molly content so they can get me on circumventing, and I'm not fucking stupid. I know how these games work. But there is 1,000,001 videos. I can go pull a bunch of them and repost them. If you are really interested in all of that, let me know and I will help you out. But Molly herself had been having people donate to Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of the Cash Apps. And money wasn't just being sent to Letitia. It was also being sent to Marvon Sr. and Wynette, who Marvon Sr. and Wynette had already been to Arizona to see Marvon before any of the internet stuff really broke out. That is kind of the catalyst of how things started to go was the clip of when Dre released the clip of Marvon Sr. showing up at the hospital and her denying, that she didn't want them there. That all got situated. Obviously, there was confusion. They were allowed to see him. Then, as Facebook groups grew and they were trying to expose Dre, that got put out and made into a big deal. But there's two specific sides. Money was going to both sides. But Marvon Sr. and Wynette had already visited at this point in time, yada, yada, yada. You all know how the story goes.
But since she wouldn't come out and put all of her private lawyer paperwork out, that means she scammed every fucking body, which is a long story. So
no, her words herself, she never retained an attorney. She didn't have to because there was an agreement made that she was allowed to see Marvon between her and Dre. They had gotten paperwork. They had drawn it up. Molly told everybody that she got this an attorney. They had paid for this attorney, that the attorney had filed court paperwork. They had stuck to that the court order. There was a court order. Molly showed it on her screen, said that this is what the attorney money went for. And there was never a court order filed. Letitia herself, after seeing Marvon, came out and told everybody that they filled out the paperwork, slid it to the side. There was never any attorney involved because an agreement was made between her and Dre. Again, her own words are on my channel 5,000 fucking times, acknowledging this and admitting this. So that was all done. Okay. Letitia claimed she needed $4,000 for a retainer. That comes out months later, finally gets somebody to let her get involved. She comes out and produces receipts for a retainer for $2,500. So instantly people were like, this isn't even matching what her own words said, dude. We've got major hurdles to overcome here. And the receipts were chopped and screwed. The attorney in Arizona said that she was not the representative of that family whatsoever. I mean, there's a lot of shit here, but she's digging up bones here. That was a horrible analogy in this time. But she is literally trying to just pull anything out when she herself can't even tell the story correctly.
8 months of this goes by. Then this woman literally was put in the hospital. Nonsense doxed her and had her whole page come out of her.
Of course.
Trying to make her look like a scammer. And then on top of that, it was a total mess. I mean, the woman almost lost her job. She did lose her house. So eventually.
Okay, so they claim that she lost her job. First and foremost, nobody, to my knowledge, I never called anybody on her. They claim that she had Bell's palsy, and Letitia herself claimed that her boss was getting irritated with her, but they claim that she had Bell's palsy from the stress. They claimed that she lost her job, she lost her house, when in reality, there was one issue with a court document that came out that was a repossession of another vehicle and a judgment on it. But it was at the same time that Katie Joy had started the rumor that Letitia took the funds and bought a new car with. So I came out because an anonymous source, who is still anonymous, came to me, showed me the judgment and said, look, this is getting mixed up already, that these are not one and the same thing, because people were saying that was the court order that was standing with this whole fundraising shit. It had nothing to do with it. I came out, addressed it very straightforward, said this is what it isn't, this is what it is. But they could not locate her in the address. And there was all these conversations where supposedly she went to the police station and talked to the cops, and the story just goes crazy from here. It's just a whole shit show.
It connected to me because my brother did commit suicide. So I'm sorry what my mom went through, and I'm watching this lady who wants to see her son, and they're putting her through this shit just for wanting to see her son. And then I couldn't handle it no more. I said, fuck this. I'm starting a channel and I'm going to help this lady. And I started noticing that here's where I was like, this is a setup. Okay. And Molly in it was just oblivious to it. But I was watching.
Molly was oblivious to it. Jesus Christ.
She said, you can't put receipts on YouTube like you can on Facebook. Go look on my Facebook. All the receipts are there. And I was like,
you can't put receipts like you can on Facebook. You can put hundreds of documents in one post. You can put 5 on YouTube, bitch. That's what I meant. Again, I know 2 + 2 = 7 in your mind, but it's really not that fucking hard to understand what I say. I say what I say. I say it with my whole fucking chest every single time, and I stand on it. Still.
All right. I go to her Facebook, cut up screenshot, fake screenshot, fake screenshot. And I was like, all the ones about Letitia, which is the mother being framed, are all cut up. And then.
Oh, girly, this is another thing. So, as all of you that have been around from the start know, so what had happened, how we even got these screenshots and knew there was an issue, was the admins from the groups of Exposing Dre McCrae and Justice for Vaughn. I'm explaining this all because I'm done with the shit. I'm done with her lies. they had been coming out and like turning on each other. So they were crop and screwing screenshots, which we were very aware of. We knew that they were only sending certain parts. They even came to me under, one of them created a fake alt, came to me, talked to me with all this random shit, like tried to, it was so fucking hysterical, to be honest. And then one would send part of the messages, the other one would send part of the messages. There was 15 different fucking group chats that I was getting shit from. We knew that it was pieced together here and there, but because of those people coming forward, we knew how many shady hands were involved. So I was just posting everything, every fucking thing. They were all shady. That's why we call them advocates. Every person that was involved in that shit was shady and had a self-serving narrative that they didn't want people to see fully what they were doing. We knew that. Everybody else was aware of it, Vada, but you, because you weren't even involved in the situation.
And they cut an audio of Molly to make it look like she said that Dre murdered her husband.
All right. This I'm pulling a receipt for. So let her continue a minute, and then I'm going to go right to the video.
Her and Katie Joy did that, and they both.
Her and Katie Joy. Me and Katie Joy have never been in a duo whatsoever. Katie messaged me. I think, oh shit, I've talked about this many times. I think it was back in July. I think the last time I ever heard anything from her was October. We never worked together. We didn't share information. There was none of this bullshit. I didn't even know who the fuck Katie Joy was when I came on this app or on Facebook. I shared a post of Katie's because it was actual factual information that I could vet from other sources. And that is where it went. They all thought I was Katie Joy, her husband, hiding behind an alt and a voice changer. And they've never let it go. They thought that they could make me into Katie Joy. They did that for months and months and months.
Worked on it. It has a dumbasses or nonsenses watermark on it. So she was caught by them. And then, so all of this I gathered over the 8 months, pretty much.
Okay.
I contacted the mother and I said, hey, I'm about to start my channel. I have no subscribers, but do you need help? I can see what's happening here. And the mother was like, unless you donated, I don't owe you shit. And there's these people coming for her throat that didn't donate a damn dime. She owes nothing to, and mind their own damn business. I mean, nonsense.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So I was like, what the fuck does she owe?
There are so many times that we tried to tell Letitia, please, these people are walking you into a shit show. I came out here advocating and begging and pleading with the family to pay attention because they weren't alone in this mix. They got mixed up with a bunch of shady ass creators who were lining their own pockets off of the family's pain. And that's the truth of it. But unfortunately, the family was very comfortable with that lining of pockets and kept walking right into it. Letitia herself in messages said back in July that she knew exactly what Molly was doing. And then she let it continue. Instead of walking away from them until after November, it wasn't until the first death hoax was done that she actually kind of parted ways. It's really sad. But okay, so she said that there was audio that was played that I cropped and screwed. Okay, so this is currently still on the Manny Behind the Mic channel. This is Manny Behind the Mic. This is his video from July 8th, 2022. He was reviewing Vanessa. I think there's actually a couple of these videos still up, but let's just go ahead and play this. So she says that I cropped and screwed audio. Now, I posted and did a video with a clip of this exact stream. The original, I think, is still on Spanky's channel, which is Justin For All. So I used Manny's. He's even credited in the video that I did.
Because it is about race.
There we go.
Because of this.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yep.
There
Because
she
of
goes.
this. Brianna.
Doxing Vanessa
with two
style.
E's. I bet you think you're so cool because of that, right? I bet
This is Vanessa. Okay.
you think you're so cool because of that. Because it is about race. Because it is.
I don't
Because
see
it is.
anything racist there.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about.
Well,
That's,
July 4th.
that's
White.
Molly. That's Molly.
Oh,
White.
Shit on my baby. I'm not saying
White.
anything that we haven't.
White.
SpongeBob, it looks
White.
like.
Because it is about race.
Because they're gonna be in her
And Vanessa's nutty too.
supporter.
Because it is about race. And because the majority of the people that are coming after her are white.
Bomb. No, I was never a part of the Dono Girls. I don't even know how that all came about. I just learned recently that Unirock is potentially who named that group. I was never a part of their group, an admin for the group. I didn't even know who any of them were. So the first introduction I got with Flava was Flava came to me and wanted me to share a GoFundMe that she had set up to help Marvon or Dre, I think it was. I advised her that I thought that was a bad idea because there was money going every which way but to the actual care of Marvon. Everybody else was collecting money off of Marvon, but not a single dime was going to actually support Marvon. That was my first introduction to her. I don't know how she recruited her admins. I don't know how that all went. I did get bits and pieces of their admin chats after the fact. It is what it is. There was a lot of shit that was going on there, but I was completely clueless on so much of the inner workings with the Dono Girl thing, and I'm still confused on it. Like, there's people in the chat, though, that were a part of that probably can fill you in a little bit more.
Look at her. Look at her vacancy. Look.
Yeah, Molly is Puerto
Look at
Rican.
the sensationalism.
Right is on Vanessa.
Yes,
I've
I
been to Puerto
am.
Rico. Nice place.
Yes, I am.
Vanessa.
Molly is
And
just
what
as
about it?
Molly is just as white as
I have no idea if they knew each other before YouTube. I couldn't tell you because I don't know any of these people. YouTube was the first, Facebook and YouTube were the first introduction I got to any of these people.
you are, Vanessa. She's not white.
No,
Boricua.
Puerto Ricans
Oh, no,
are
you will.
Hispanic. Well, not Hispanic, but Spanish
Yeah.
of descent.
The GoFundMe, Flava took that GoFundMe down. It was completely closed out. She agreed that that was a bad idea because she was trying to help Dre and Marvon. Like, that was her goal. That's what she told me. And I believe that that was her intent. She took that one down. The GoFundMe that is still currently up on behalf of Marvon was supposedly made by a family member of Letitia.
And guess what? Considered under race, we're considered, even us, we're considered white. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
you told me that once before. Mexicans are
Okay.
Ew, we were making those faces whenever you were literally biting your fingernails off your fingers.
Here you go.
And what about it, baby girl? And what about it?
Hey, let's be honest.
You don't know if they have a DNR or not.
That's right, honey. That's right. That's right. You're gonna hold my video in your hand.
Because guess what? If you're in any state
That's right.
that you try to say,
well, it's better than holding your throat in her hands.
that no one that you're unsaved, you can get in trouble.
Who does this white lady think she is?
Vanessa's a whole chick.
All right, Molly. You sip that wine. I'd join you, but
Is this gaggle?
I have a toddy.
Ladies and this man.
Good, you heard it.
I enjoy a nice glass of wine every so often.
Don't act innocent, go lady.
Oh, he's a strong word, baby.
Man, baby,
You want
you're
to
showing it.
Vanessa?
We got to get Molly on here.
This was kind of funny because Molly was showing Vanessa's live and Vanessa was talking back to her, but through each other's live. It was kind of funny.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we kind of had that one
You're
night.
showing it.
Sure.
You sure? You sure?
This is funny.
You sure?
I don't know her.
Here you go.
Bring it.
I know. I'm bringing it, baby girl. I brought it. I brought it.
Come on over here.
I brought it. I brought it.
You're okay.
It's been brought.
You gotta love someone.
It's been brought.
It's been brought.
It's my problem. No, it's not a problem. It's your problem, sweetheart.
No, it's your problem,
Your
sweetheart.
problem.
It's your problem, sweetheart. Biting off your nails.
And there goes Vanessa
It's your
resorting
problem,
to
sweetheart.
the ghetto.
It's your problem. It's your problem.
Well, we do what we know.
There. And we're seeing all your messages in the house.
This shit's just wild.
We're seeing all your messages in the house.
Mhm.
This is supposedly the altered audio that framed Molly.
That sounds so much better. That sounds so much better.
Look at her. She wants to be fun of me. Oh, now she's covering her mouth.
We won't get into your zen, sweetheart.
All the fake empathy.
We don't need her.
Here you go.
Just don't want to watch her murder her husband, mistreat her children. Is there something wrong with that? Whose side are you on?
Not on yours, lady.
Wanna rock?
Not on yours.
Let's go.
Look, we're going.
Wanna rock?
We're going now. Honey, you were eating your fingernails.
Don't mean itself.
All right. There is the famous, infamous, whatever the clip may be. I reposted Manny's clip, that exact one, where she says, we don't want to watch her murder her husband. Okay. There has been, with the Antis and the Molly crew, so the KJ crew and the Molly crew went at each other over and over again. And they were, Molly and Katie both were saying outrageous, crazy shit. Katie called her a murderer. Like, it is the truth. That is what it is. Like, they were both going and saying outrageous, outlandish shit. She also said she didn't want to see her stab her children, or she thought that was potential. Those clips are out there too. Molly said a lot of stuff over the year. It was incredible. But this is that supposedly altered audio. So I reposted it, did a video. I don't even know where it went from there, but somehow they claim that Katie and I worked together and yada, yada, yada. So the original, like I said, is on Justin For All, his channel. I'm sure it's still up there. Manny is who I used the clip from. He's got two videos, where the first one where he reacted by himself, and then that one where he brought another person on. It's all over the place, but this is all Vada has had to stick to. And so it's been her whole narrative the entire time. All right, let's get back into this so we can debunk some more bullshit.
Oh, you shit. Like, bitch, go away. So I start my channel, and I said, they were connected to Molly, though, the family was. So that's how I met Molly, was through a call with Letitia and Molly. I wasn't close to Molly, didn't know Molly. I just said, hey, I want to help with this case. I've noticed all this stuff going on, and I showed Molly what was going on. She said, well, since you don't really have a channel, would you mind coming on my channel? And I know Molly's got bad behavior, but don't frame her with audio. You got enough shit you could blast on her. Don't try to frame her with a fucking scam. Come on.
That's what I said.
Nobody framed Molly. I used Molly's own words, her own statements, her own double talk. That was it. That was all. Nobody framed Molly for shit. Molly was a willing participant in this, and still is.
Say, there's enough shit out here to yell at me about. You don't have to make up shit.
I mean, they were cutting screenshots, cutting audio, cutting video. I got all of it. Go watch that. You can see
Was Playboy a part of that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You saw a video of that? Because I've never been able to find any of that. There is nothing that there was clipped and screwed clips of her, rubbing spit on him. I did see those when she was saying that saliva conducts messages or something like that. But there was never any confirmation whatsoever that anybody was able to find that she was removed from the hospital because of putting something in. That was a rumor that was started on YouTube that got sent to the family members, who Marvon Sr. ended up repeating this rumors off of YouTube from people that would have never even known, and used it as a sticking point and a talking point of their stories. That is my knowledge of it. If you've seen a video, I would love to know.
It was. And so Flava was connected. She called Molly's son's school or whatever. And she was pretty much friends with Nonsense and Amber at the time. And it was all pretty clean then. And
she was friends with Amber too?
Yeah, she was friends with Amber and Nonsense. And then why did I need to get a hold of Nonsense for? There was a reason. I needed somebody to tell me something, and I knew that she would be the perfect one that would give it up. And I was like, I need someone from their community that would be willing to talk to me, that would snake one of them out so I can get the truth. And I chose her, and she bit like a fucking fish. And that was a one-day thing. I remember what it was. They set up a Facebook group against the mother and Molly trying to run this scam narrative. And I needed to know who the admins were, because they were over here claiming they had no connections with this group. When Nonsense and them, okay, let me just start right. I got all the stuff together. Molly invited me onto her
fucking Facebook groups now. Jesus.
Channel. I had no subscribers. I go on her channel. We do a 5-hour live, and I drop it hot on them. And
I've got that live. It's still, I have went through the entire thing. It was the biggest waste of 9 hours of everybody's lives ever. They're still on my channel if you want to see it. She didn't provide anything whatsoever. It was absolutely embarrassing, but okay, go on. Go on, bad girl.
They fucking panicked. And Unirock panicked because he was involved. And Nonsense was connected at that time with Unirock and Katie Joy and Nunya and the Rabbit Chick. So the Rabbit Chick.
And again, I was never connected with Unirock either. People assumed that Unirock and I were friends because we did similar content and I had a wrench on his channel and all of this shit. I'd never even have a conversation with him at all. Like there was no connection. It was just community wide people doing the same type of content. He used me and my content for almost a year to run his show. But
so then I realized they tried to set the mother up with a fake police report. They lied. The Rabbit channel ran this police
bomb. I wasn't going to, but this one is really unhinged and she's trying to build a community because she just got exiled from her other community because of dangerous behavior. I got emails at the time that she was going, there is so much shit that you don't know about this one probably, and it's probably good. But this one, in my opinion, is extremely dangerous. She has people in her inner circle have absolutely copped to being a part of and knowing about the emails that she was sending under other people's names and trying to set up other people as the emails. Like there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of shit.
Report trying to absolutely make everyone believe that she's a scammer, and said that they filed a totally fake police report. And here's where the moment I started my channel was. I had the police report in my hands. I didn't have a channel yet. This was the day before I started my channel. And I had that police report in my hands and I'm watching the Down the Rabbit Hole interview. There was a donator that asked for a refund, said that she had donated $500 and that Letitia refused to give the $500 back.
She did.
And that Letitia kept on blocking and wouldn't refund the money.
She did.
And I'm reading the police report as the girl's talking on the stream and she starts calling out these dates. And I was like, well, that's funny because these dates don't match the police report, which it matters with these dates for a reason. The day that she said she donated, she purposely said she donated 2 weeks before. It's a long story that goes back, but pretty much they set her up with a police report and filed a falsehood on her. But they were doing all of this to punish Molly.
And none of us had anything to do with that. I found out after the fact. I was not given that information until after. That was Flava and the Dono girls that were a part of all of that. I barely covered any of that because there were so many oddities about all of it that I couldn't track down. But okay.
All of it, every bit of it was because of Molly, that they just didn't like her. And I was like, what has this woman done to you? I mean, what the hell? And the woman, I mean, she messaged me one day. She said, I'm going to commit suicide. And I was like, I went on Molly's channel and I dropped it all. Well, boom. I knew the target I was putting on myself, and I didn't even know this lady.
Nobody's even targeted her still to this day. People just correct her misinformation, and she's like, "Oh my God, they're coming for me! Oh my God, there's 30 channels coming for me! Oh my God!" No, bitch, it's called you spread lies, and people correct you. That's it, and you can't hack it. You don't have big girl panties to put on, or a big girl bra. Obviously, hey, we're saggy titty twins. You can go around yelling and saying, "Look it, I got something right. I've got the same flabby boobs that Nonsense does in her shitty bras." Okay. Does Revival need to start you a GoFundMe for a good bra too? Because I already got one going over here. We can do that for you too. Single white female syndrome on this one.
But to me, that shit
Nuts.
bit me, dude. Only because I've been in the same spot with the same exact situation, suicide and all of that. And I remember how my mother was, and this woman was literally getting set up and had no idea what was going on.
She was fully aware of what was going on. She was in direct communication with the very people that she started with from Facebook that you weren't a part of, Beta.
And I'm pretty smart with computers, and you would die
I'm pretty smart with computers. Check that.
to see this. You wouldn't believe what you see when you watch that stuff. You'll see all of it. I promise. I can back everything I'm saying. So then Nonsense started coming for me on
Nonsense has never came for you.
her channel.
You couldn't handle it if I did. That's why I've never given you attention. I will address you briefly. I did a 9-hour stream, but I didn't even come for you then, honey. This ain't coming for you. This is just correcting misinformation because you're dangerous and people need to be aware. It's kind of the same as Erica.
And I told her, I said, for the 8 months you put Letitia through this, I'm going to put you through 8 months. In February, I cut that shit off and never spoke to her. I kept my word. I stopped it. Never spoke to her again about her again. I said, I'm going to make you suffer for 8 months like you did her. She didn't have a channel to defend herself while you're up here lying on her and totally trying to destroy her fucking life. And you would adoption shame her because, yes, when she had Marvon.
I adoption shamed her. To each their own. No. But she's going to lie about this too.
She had him at 16. She had her daughter at 14. So she let her mother have custody because she was so young. And she had gotten in trouble at 17. Well,
you can go listen to Marvon's own words. I think the videos are still up. Dre's reposting a lot of it. You can go hear it from Marvon's own words, the story of his upbringing and his childhood and how that all went. I encourage you to do that because that's what they don't want you to hear is his own words about his upbringing, his childhood, and how he felt about it. That's where it really is impactful, is to hear the man that they've all been raising thousands of dollars off the back of, his own thoughts and feelings. That's what they don't want you to do.
She gets out of trouble right at 18, and they live by each other and help raise him. They don't tell that part. She's a piece of shit. Mom that gave her kid up.
Nanya.
They don't mention the part that she was fucking 16. But anyway, so she would.
Nanya, after I got off live last night, I got a message that I was like, no fucking way. She's simping for Queen Bee and trying to go at Dolly. Went on Bomb's panel, said she didn't know who Bomb was. Meanwhile, she's even pulling out dates and saying, well, hasn't that person been going after you since 2019? Like, she fucking just went up there and played this like innocent act because she's trying to simp for Charlotte's old subs. She's trying to build herself into a new community. She's trying to get herself involved in the Dolly and Queen Bee shit when Penny was even sitting in the chat trying to correct the misinformation she was spewing on that. Like, it's a whole fucking mess, but typical Vada storm.
Adoption basher all the time. Nonsense knew how to like get press my buttons, but they never could debate any of my receipts. So instead, they'd come for my looks, which is where the grave thing comes in. On one of those,
the grave thing has nothing to do with your looks, you stupid bitch. The grave thing has to do with you were sitting on panel at Molly's and you said that you got a disorderly conduct or a fucking indecent exposure for peeing in a cemetery or going to the bathroom in a cemetery. I don't know if you went number 2 or number 1. I don't give that much of a shit. I started cracking jokes and calling you the grave shitter. Had nothing to do with your looks. Tube Top Tammy came from your fucking looks, you dumb bitch.
Exposed lives. There was 2 of these. It took like 6 hours to drop all of this. That's how much shit there was. So in one of the lives, they were looking for anybody to get me because they didn't know me. They didn't have anything on me. They were like, what are we going to do? So they started going for my looks.
Oh my
and
God.
I had told a story on Molly's panel during one of the exposed lives at the end when we were done showing stuff. And I said that I really had to go to the bathroom out in the country. And both bathrooms at both gas stations were out of order. So I didn't want to drop.
The actual clips of her words are in videos on my main channel too, by the way. And I'm using my backup for this because this pitch doesn't get good attention. Like, I'm not mixing her with actual content because this isn't content for me. This is just your one at time because I'm done with it and you're unhinged. And if you continue your obsession with me and my family and the bullshit, all of the bullshit, Vada, you don't want me to put out everything. I'm going to tell you frankly, you better stay out of my fucking way and keep to yourself. I have nothing to do with you. I'm not doing content on anything that concerns you. You better fucking leave me alone. And that's your final fucking warning.
In somebody's house. I really had to go. So I said, I pulled into a cemetery, went to the ditch and went. She flipped back, twisted it and said, oh, you shit on a grave and ran with that shit for 8 months.
Oh my God, y'all. Maybe she resembles a poop emoji. I don't fucking know. This is the most immature shit I've ever heard from this one.
And then she altered my name, turned it orange. You got to see that. And she did everything. And then they tried to frame me with doxing 2 people. Nanya did. It was a total damn mess. So the other day when I'm hearing them call you out, or Nanya goes up there and she's like, you know,
Nanya's like, I get credit for that shit. Come on.
You know, once you donate something, pretty much it's gone. It's whatever money. I'm like, why the fuck did y'all come after Letitia for 8 months then? Because y'all are saying that was supposed to be towards a lawyer, but now you're.
Nobody came for Letitia. In fact, we begged and pleaded with Letitia. We are the only group of people, the Tessas, that reached out to Letitia and begged for her to realize what was going on. I actually had direct communication with Letitia, and I was very kind to Letitia. That was it. But they twist that all around too.
You're sitting here saying nobody can complain about how they donate.
However, that did reach a point where I was sick and tired of her playing ignorant and continuing to feed into this shit when we had messages from her back from July saying she full on knew that they were milking this and going to continue to carry it out for content. And the fact that she didn't come out and speak on behalf of her son that she so supposedly cared about so much and shut the shit down because it was about dignity for Vaughn enraged me. And the give a fuck did definitely end. And then I was nasty 100%. And I will definitely own that.
Somebody, it's not ever going to be towards something. Like, come on. So I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to let all that go and just go live about the portion about you because I thought that was shitty. And then towards the end of it, we had it was back and forth for 8 months.
It was no back and forth for 8 months. She was talking to a fucking wall. I don't understand this. I really gave her literally 9 hours, the time that she was on Molly's panel. It took 9 hours to debunk their bullshit. And we went through, I pointed to videos that you could go find. We talked about the facts of what had already been released. This was months after this had already been put out there, but she was opening a can of worms that she knew nothing about. That was the only attention. There was no back and forth. There was no entertainment. There was none of this bullshit that she tries to make it out to be. She was obsessed with nonsense. Nonsense wouldn't give her any fucking attention, and she has ran with it for fucking months and has cried like a little bitch she is. Okay, that's it. I don't like this girl, and it's very apparent, but she takes up no space in my mind except when she lies.
Finally, Nunya came to me and she's like, how can we get you to stop? How can we end this? We just want to end it. And I said, well, y'all told lies. The rabbit channel told her whole fucking channel I have an STD. I said, and I said, I'm going to write a list.
Okay, that shit's just funny at this point because it was something Vada said that Rabbit was commentating on and was like, wait, what? Like, it wasn't like she makes all this shit into some big deal. Oh my God. Y'all, I just broke a nail on a pop can. Gosh, darn it. That's the most problem I've had today is a broken nail.
Of things that nonsense is lied about. And I want you to write me a list of shit I've lied about. And I will absolutely show every receipt for the lies I've told on you.
Okay.
And I said, we'll do it on my channel. Let's do it. So,
hold up. Okay, I got to rewind that a second. I got to make sure I heard that correctly.
come on. So I wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to let all that go and just go live about the portion about you because I thought that was shitty. And then
hold on.
Towards the end of it, we had it was back and forth for 8 months. And finally, Nunya came to me and she's like, how can we get you to stop?
Nunya came to her.
How can we end this? We just want to end it. And
we just want to end it. No. Oh, God bless it.
I said, well, y'all told lies. The rabbit channel told her whole fucking channel I have an STD. I said, and I said, I'm going to write a list of things that nonsense is lied about.
Oh, this is the receipt off. Okay, so I had nothing to do with any of this. So Nunya, Vada had reached out to Nunya. She would reach out to her. From my understanding, she would like reach out to Nunya and then she would block Nunya. And I can't fill in all the details there. I've never spoken to Vada. I have no intention of speaking to her. I don't fuck with people like that. As you guys all know, like those people are shady, dirty, whatever. So Nunya would have to fill in those gaps 100%, but I distinctly remember a certain thing that leads me to believe that was a bunch of bullshit, that you actually came to Nunya and asked for it to stop because people were getting stressed out and just wanted it to end. But you twisted that up, didn't you there, Vada?
And I want you to write me a list of shit I've lied about, and I will absolutely show every receipt for the lies I've told on you.
So she wanted Nunya to go back and talk about what things I said because I wouldn't entertain her. So the only entertainment she was getting was from Nunya. So she wanted Nunya to go live and talk about me.
And I said, we'll do it on my channel.
I can't.
Let's do it. So I make out a whole list. I give it to her and I said, for all these claims, like Molly paying me $250 for, or me paying her $250 to interview her, I want proof of that. I want proof of all of these claims. I want proof of the grave thing. I want proof of every single thing, the 2 doxes that you framed me with, Nunya. I want proof of all of that.
So the receipts royale, the purpose of it was to try to come to an understanding. From my understanding, again, I was not a part of this, but from my understanding, Nunya's purpose was to set the record straight on the things that had gone on that Letitia was aware of or not aware of, or just get it all out there. Vada needed it to be about me. Vada wanted to talk about me and all of the things that Vada claimed that people who Vada was not even a part of the story. But Vada was trying to become part of the story. She was trying to interject herself as like a main character in the story and get attention and build her channel off of that. And I was disgusted with it. I'll be the first to say it. I said very publicly what I had to say and what I thought about it. It was once again demeaning to Marvon's name and dignity for Marvon to entertain it because Vada wanted drama and a back and forth with me by means of using Nunya to do it. However, I wanted nothing to fucking do with it because her list was all shit that supposedly I had said.
And then she gives me her list. Well, I said, let's roll. And then she bailed. Right at the thing, I said, whoever ends up losing this is the real liar, the real fraud, and we'll be done with it. Because the audience got to where they were.
Okay, and I'm going to say this out loud. Nunya, you can kick me later. She didn't bail on this. what happened, to my understanding, again, this is where I don't fuck with this girl. I don't watch her. I would get sent clips of shit that was funny, usually when she was oversharing shit, all of that. But my understanding is somebody that was close to Vada actually reached out and asked Nunya not to continue because Vada was in a bad mental space and couldn't handle it. She was worried about that. That's why I think it got canceled, not because she couldn't take the heat and was worried about shit. That is the furthest from the truth, because Nunya, let me tell you, we are receipts and we have them. Oh, like I told you guys, my phone is so fucking jacked up because of all the receipts.
Swinging at accusations. I was swinging true ones and showing the receipts, which is what was sad. But they were just so lost. And I was like, let's do a literal, we owe both of our audiences, because we were sharing the audiences. They were going back and forth with the drama. I said, we owe them a literal receipt war where y'all come up here and y'all own your claims. Of course, nonsense used to come up there. She made up some bullshit real life claims that were fucking fake and false.
No, nonsense just never entertained you. I'm not scared of you. I just have no time of the day for you, except like this. This is your one and done, because no, honey, no. Everybody needs to know who you are. It doesn't matter where you go. You're starting shit all across the board. And I didn't have to make up anything about you. You did it all openly on your channel. You said it all. You said so much and you were so proud of it. The only person that was trying to get attention off the emails that were being sent was you. Do you remember your whole school of nonsense that you had? Talk about obsessed fucking weirdo.
Pretty much Nunya was going to have to take the whole rap for everything Nonsense was doing. Because I really didn't have anything against Nunya except the two doxes. I said, well, tell Nonsense she can come up there. She said, well, Nonsense refuses because she doesn't want to go on a panel with anybody that's went real life on her. And I said, the bitch has to have a life for me to go after her.
Sorry, you can blame me all you want. You can say anything you want. But the moment you start fucking with my real life and doing the shit that this bitch has done to me and my family, you're damn right I'm not going to give you a bit of attention or fucking grace or respect to sit on a panel with you, because you can't control yourself. You black out if I'm in a comment section and you're there. You are so unstable. You can't even handle the fucking truth. And that's why I don't entertain you, because to me, it's like the Michelle situation.
So after that, we shut it down. They bailed. We won. It was over.
We won.
Nobody's talking about it.
We won because it didn't happen. We won. Are you fucking joking right now?
And that's where the grave thing came from, which I can show you the clip of what I really said. They did everything to try to get the only thing they've ever had. You're going to notice when you look into it, they will never be able to refute a receipt I have. No screenshot, nothing. They'll never dispute those because they know I got them. But it'll be my looks. It'll be my nose. It'll be my chin. It'll be my boobs.
I'll take full credit. I've been cracking on your boobs because I crack on my own too. Suck it up. If you're really that bothered, you're too thin-skinned for this shit.
They posted my cleavage on Twitter.
Oh my God.
They waited 3 hours to get a close-up.
They posted my cleavage on Twitter. Name names, bitch, because I don't even tweet none of you crazies over there. Like, that's a whole other ball game over there, and I want nothing to do with it. I try not paying attention to her cleavage or lack thereof. I mean, fucking shit.
That shot of my boobs I put on Twitter.
Who did that?
A fucking pork chop troll that was an admin for, I think she was an admin for Nonsense. And then
Pork Chop? Who the fuck is Pork Chop? No, I don't even know who Pork Chop is. I think that's a uni person. But see how she just is so one-tracked about nonsense. I think that's a nonsense bot. No, that's somebody I don't even fucking know who it is, nor do I fuck with them. And if they're on another alt, I have no fucking clue who it is. You dumb ass.
Kathy P still lying her damn teeth out. So I was like, this ain't even worth it. So I was trying to fight a battle for this mother. And then they masked like Molly and Revenge once I exposed them. And that's how Queen.
Bless it. The mass flaking again. I explained that earlier. I never reported Molly. I never even retweeted. The only thing I did was a privacy complaint when she used my full legal name and republished a video. But like I said before, her channel was removed before they even addressed the privacy complaint. So there's that.
Queen B and me met. They went over there and were, Queen B and them were doing all of that and promoting this mass flagging shit because they were bad about Molly's behavior. They were doing it because they wanted revenge on the last 8 months that they worked so hard to frame, and then it got crushed. So they wanted to.
There's nothing that's been crushed. She has not been able to change any of the story. That's what I don't understand, is there is nothing that Vada has shown that has changed a single thing besides making Molly, Spanky, and everybody else, including Letitia and family, look way fucking worse than they even did to begin with. That have created issues, didn't get them handled at all.
Revenge. And so they mass flagged the shit out of her. And then on the day of her mother's funeral, boom, her channel's gone. Which Molly has bad behavior. She absolutely deserved whatever happened, I guess. But the whole point is, when you're
So I take it you're not a simp for Molly anymore?
take a deleted ass bucket, you're not worried about her behavior. If you've got links saved of videos that are gone and you're reporting those, like, come on, shit.
How would you even have, like, how would she know that? And if that was being done, I wasn't in on any of these conversations about doing any of that. Nobody ever came to me. There was never a campaign to mass report, nothing. And that is 100% honest to God truth. There is not a single person that ever involved me in a mass attack, nothing. There was no, I don't even get this bitch.
And I was like, y'all gotta be kidding me. So I'm watching all this mass flagging go on and nonsense, and them are having a great time with it. And I was like, so after that, she's got the whole Queen Bee mob too, which hate Molly. So boom, I got 18 million people after me now. So
there's my favorite number. Imagine that, 18 million. Ugh, this shit makes me cringe. She is trying to wear my skin so bad. Anyways, Queen Bee totally has a different channel, and she called Molly out for her bad behavior and what they were doing in the Quentin Simon case too. Totally separate things here, but she's going to mix everything into one. But I thought you were simping for Queen Bee. I thought you were trying to point out facts behind Queen Bee and Dolly's stuff, which you got wrong too, but okay.
So after they mass flagged Molly, I went on my stream. I showed all the receipts because they were denying ever doing it. So I show where Heels in the Air literally dropped the Twitter link in the chat for everybody to go click on and press report.
But you remember earlier she said she didn't even know who Heels in the Air was? Okay.
I literally proved it. And I did 2 streams on it because the reason why I did that is
she literally proved nothing. What happened was they did one of the Twitter things. As you guys all know, it's public. You can see it. Somebody shared that, you know, she was breaking terms of service or whatever on Twitter. Then from my understanding, from my knowledge of how X works, again, excuse me, because I'm not the Twitter genius over here. I don't fucking do it. I got top of the list over there on that Twitter thing, and I wasn't even part of it. I'm like, I feel like a superstar. You might as well just I get given gold stars without even having to fucking do any work in this bitch's head. It's amazing. But people retweeted that. And so all of the people that retweeted that were added to a list. That's what Vat approved. She made up a list and showed it. And then she was like, see, boom.
Is because in the chats, all you see, well, Justin's next. Veda's next. EKC's next. And I was like, so we're friends.
Nobody has ever targeted EKC, Vada, or any of these people. I don't know where she makes up this stuff in her mind, because this is never even a conversation. Like, you could go through every single private conversation I've ever had, and there will never be a moment that you're going to find me and anybody else talking about, oh, we're going to take this one out, we're going to take that one out. I told Vada flat out, if she continued on the bullshit she was saying and involving children and my family and all this stuff, if she couldn't keep it to YouTube, I was going to take her channel. I 100% said that and stand on it. She had her opportunity. Could I have taken it? Yes. She has multiple videos, I don't know if they're still hidden or not, of her just going off the rails that were terrible. And it's not I wouldn't have copyrighted her. It's called, you guys all know, harassment and bullying is how it gets taken down, but it's a terms of service violation. It's not a copyright thing. And that's how you get them to gone, because she is way over the top and her mouth overloads her ass.
With Molly, we're all next just because.
And I didn't do it.
We defended her, which I was.
The reason I didn't take it was because at the time they were supposed to be doing this receipts, and I was really hoping that Nunya would be able to shut the fucking shit down of her insanity. But then she couldn't handle the truth coming out. So people were asking, please don't do that. She's not in a good mental space. So, and Vada's mind, that became a win. Yay, Vada! What did you win? Grave shoulda. I'm going to make her an award. That's it.
I was defending the mother, which ended up me being stuck with Molly somehow, and me being Molly, which I'm on my own, period. I have my own group of people. But after that happened, Molly gets taken down. I do the 2 streams because I said, if these bitches are going to take me down, I'm going to make sure
the
last 2 videos
know.
that YouTube sees when they do mask flag me.
That's the thing is I get lumped in, or like I'm the catalyst for all this stuff, and I don't fuck with any of those people that like are even a part of the list. Like I didn't even know who some of them were. Obviously, I've got mods. I don't even know who these people fucking are, or have never been over here to my knowledge. Like I just get blamed for it all, which I'm cool with. Whatever.
Are these 2 damn videos that say Operation Mask Flag on them, and it shows all of them motherfuckers taking Molly down, and they're gonna know exactly what happens to come and flag my ass. And that's how that went, and that's why Queen Bee didn't like me after that. Which I never met her, didn't know her, didn't have anything against her. I was just collecting evidence. That's all I was doing. I was doing what I thought was right. And maybe Molly had shitty behavior and did this to that family, but hell, nobody's fucking perfect. You're not God. It's not your place to mask flag anybody unless you're 100%.
No, it's nobody's place to mask flag.
Molly got taken down, in my opinion, from terms of service violations. I think she had already had a couple strikes against her. And then the stuff with Mallory, I think, is what the catalyst there was. I'm the last to know. I don't know specifics. I don't think she ever came out and said, like, this is what YouTube said I did, and this is why they terminated me. I don't think she ever did that. Well, she has said that she multiple different times, different stories on that. But I don't fucking know. Molly took Molly down, unfortunately. Kind of the same as what it sounds like with Charlotte. Like, I don't know.
Like anybody, you're right.
Yeah, shit. Somebody's not gonna like what you're doing one day, and that's gonna come back and bite you. So that's how I look.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
So nobody likes me, due to because they went on that panel to Queens and straight up lied to me. The rabbit chick did. So what happened with the Queen Bee people is they were like
Shout out Down the Rabbit Hole News.
on this on that channel. So I knew that Queen Bee was gonna hate me due to the flagging shit. I knew that she wasn't gonna listen to anything I said. So Unirock, I don't know if you watched this happen or saw this happen, where he had put his pay links or something or made a community post. So I purposely put my pay links with an email. I wrote an email telling her the truth about nonsense in them. And I said I had
nonsense in them. Y'all, I have like this groupie situation going on here that I don't even know who it is. Nonsense in them. Can I get a list of names that I'm supposedly are them? That would be really helpful. Thank you.
all the proof if you want it. That's all you got to do is ask. I said, you let them come up there and talk shit. I deserve to defend myself and demand proof on their end. Here's the proof on my end. Well, what's his name? Bitch Boy Tim, whatever his name is. He started to
Be Tim. Aw, Vada.
read the email, but since I had accused Rabbit of doxing the mother, which she did, she literally is still up. She literally, one girl put her house as the thumbnail, or her address as a thumbnail, and she left the address on screen and pretended like it was scratched out and she couldn't see it. It was bullshit.
You just said she lost her. Wait, she had to move. That wasn't her address. She was listed. That was their big talking points was that wasn't even her address because she was listed as a missing person in the police report. And that's where the first issues came with that police report that had nothing to do with the rest of us. But if you remember, the first claim was that wasn't even her address. And that's why the missing person thing. And that's why it was, oh my God, this is just her spinning shit out of control. Letitia was never doxxed. Letitia came out very publicly where her location was, her name, all of the above. That was not the case.
And that's how the mother lived.
Who's dogs?
Rabbit down the rabbit hole.
I don't think I've ever watched that channel.
Don't worry, you're not missing out. So
don't worry, Rabbit didn't do what she said.
After that happened, Queen was like, don't read that email on here. She's making an accusation against Rabbit. That's not proven. Well, I'll be damned if Kathy P and Rabbit don't go up there and accuse me of 9 million things, including the grave thing and all this other shit, telling 900 people that I shit on a grave. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Oh my God.
After that, I did a short video.
What the hell? She is so bothered by this. She was so proud of it. Okay, for those of you in the chat, again, this is something that I've been cracking up about. She even went on a live stream, on her own live stream, and talked about plucking her pubic hair. The girl overshares, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm petty at times. I crack jokes, okay? Her name is the grave shitter. She can't handle it, so be it. Fuck, oh dear. I don't give a shit. She's the one who told the story, and I just fucking had a blast with it, okay? Petty. Sue me. Fuck.
God dang. And I was like, nonsense, fucking bitch. So all these people are thinking I shit on a grave.
Fuck.
What else was there? Something else hilarious.
I'm not even joking. I played that clip. Oh, yes, it exists. Yes. Poor Kyle was even sitting here with us. We were dying. Yeah, she overshares a lot. Yeah, she actually talks about how watching Uni was basically killed her libido. Yeah, she just way overshares. It's actually kind of entertaining. Those pieces, if she could stick to that shit, it's like a train wreck extraordinaire. It's amazing. It's funny as fuck. But the girl just can't. She has a bad habit of lying.
Girl,
Bomb laughing is
you look like
happy.
The funny thing is that you're from a, I think someone in the chat earlier said that you're from a small town,
None of
and nothing was open. And I said, well, so why didn't you go to somebody's house? But you explain that. You explain that, or go to her house or whatever. And I get it, because the sidewalks roll up at 9 o'clock where I'm from. So I get it.
I was in the boondocks driving an hour. I was a mechanic for 6 years. I built machines to make hardwood floors. I lived in the city, but I had to drive way out in the boondocks to that plant, way out in the.
She was also an artist and showed a bunch of her artwork, which in turn came out to be replicas of other people's artwork that she claimed as her own. You don't have to take my word for it, though. Burnt Toast exposed all of that. I didn't even know that was a thing, or even because I didn't pay attention to her. But yeah, she got exposed for a bunch of shit. Burnt Toast still has those streams, I'm sure.
The country, and there was 2 guys. I was fucked. I had to take a dump, dude.
Look, listen, I understand.
But they totally lied on that panel. So I did a short video calling Boston out for his lies, and of course he didn't respond. So on me. And then the big one, they do like a 4-hour stream on me because dumbass. I'm sorry, I'm so used to calling her that. That's her name for me. Nonsense. She lied.
Bitch, refer to me as Mrs. Doubtfire, the Hulk, okay? Because dumb is one thing I'm fucking not. But it doesn't hurt my feelings. You can call me whatever. Usually it's the C word is what you call me. And I named myself Contessa. I mean, figure it out. You're a little late to the party over here.
See, anytime she would get called out, like for editing and cutting the video on Molly, she would claim that we were going after her kids and after her husband's job. She was a fucking liar, and she knows.
Okay, so she's looping herself into a group. So initially, and when I used to talk about the first group of people, I was specifically talking about Penelope and the people involved with Penelope, which there's a lot of people involved in that. There was actually emails from Flava to Penelope to JJJ and so on and so forth with that. We've all talked about that openly here nor there. It is what it is. You're stuck with me now, bitches. Anyways, but Vada somehow has like looped herself in with that group. Now, I didn't start getting real life threats or anything from this group on my kids and stuff until Vada was trying to make herself known. And then all of these emails started going to all these people. There was a person from another country that they tried to blame this on. They said that they were resurrecting this person. Her name goes by Nat. I've actually spoken to Nat, the real Nat, who was really concerned about me because she was like, they're trying to set this all up. And me in the same time, and not only her, there was other people that were involved. And I filed police reports on all the threats of the putting my children on the dark web and everything like that. Now, I do have some other stuff that I will not expose because I will not show the source. But I'm going to say this very vocally, and you can take it for what it is. I have enough in my hand to know where I feel those emails with the threats of my kids came from. And this one definitely knew a lot about what was going on. But it is what it is. I just filed police reports, protected my family, all of the above. And it still is the same way.
She never would prove it. We called her out, tried to put her on the spot. She wouldn't do it. She would just use her kids or her husband and claim real life anytime she was busted. So
nope, that's never been the case either. I showed the only thing I didn't continue to go into was the CPS call. And that was the biggest mistake I ever made, was announcing that happened because they got excited about it. They all started taking credit for it or blaming each other, which I never did. It got blown up into a big thing. That was the worst mistake. I should have never even said it because I never intended on making my family into content or carrying that on. Nothing. There was also a piece where Betty actually called me, which y'all know about that too. So Vada somehow had lumped herself in her head in all these other situations that she was never a part of. So the they, them, all of it was not even like, I specifically state who is responsible for what. And that's always been very clear.
That's exactly what happened on this day. She was mad about the email that I sent Queen. To me, I was going to send it to Queen, and they would probably, my chances are that she didn't know me, she didn't like me, she would probably print the email off, read it to her whole audience and make fun of me. So I said, fuck that. I'm a real person and I mean everything I say. So I printed my own email out before I sent it to Queen. And by the way, at this time, they were framing me with death threat emails. So
framing her with death threat emails. The only person that really took off and ran with this, because again, we all were getting emails. I was the only one that was getting my kids threatened to be put on the dark web. There was a very targeted thing. I think Queen got some of the emails. I think Heels might have gotten a couple of the emails. Nunya, did you get emails? There was a bunch of people that were getting them that were all kind of like in this little group that they thought we were all like targeting Molly behind. It was so fucking weird. Anyways, it is what it is.
Queen was getting emails with fake Gmails in my name, with threats to people in them and their kids.
They were
That's how far these people went after me. And so I didn't want her to worry if that email was from me.
You can see the ones that like Vada sent emails on her own, and her little Google V is a certain color pink, and the altered ones were a different color pink. There's a lot of different things with the emails, but Vada herself was in part of the emails, and then part of them she claims she's not a part of it. It's a whole fucking here nor there bullshit. This was months ago. Nobody gives a fuck besides Vada.
So I posted on my community tab. I said, I want you to know this email right here that you guys sent is from me. And it talked mad shit about it. I don't give a shit. I posted the whole bitch, and I put my pay links on top so she would catch the point, like pay attention. And boy, that set her off. But they get up on that panel, and then so nonsense like, I will strike your channel if you ever talk about me and my kids or something like that. And
yeah, I 100% said I would take your channel down. Absolutely, I did. I didn't do it, but I absolutely told you I would, because you have gone way too fucking far with your mouth. You are absolutely doing way too much, and I'm not the fucking one, bitch. Let me tell you again, I'm not the fucking one. I'll let you have your YouTube channel, because the best way of people seeing who you are is letting you expose your own ass. That's what I had to realize, is it's better for people to see how bad of a liar you are. I just hope nobody else gets hurt in your wake.
So they do a stream defending her and lie. Oh my God, you can tell everything and there's a lie. They play a clip that says it's raining outside. They turned it into, it was a fucking tornado. It wasn't the rain. And the audience is eating it up. And I'm like, are they fucking serious? So I do a whole stream and blasted them, and I haven't heard anything since. So and then all this other stuff started happening. I've been gone. So that is where I came from.
Obviously, she hasn't been gone. Obviously, she still didn't. She claims that there was this back and forth, and you can go look. Yes. Did I talk about her a few times? Yes. Did I crack jokes on her? 100%, because it's low hanging fruit. It's fucking easy to do. Okay. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? I mean, bitch, we got something in common. Okay. But brain cells aren't one of them.
Nobody likes a real motherfucker. That's what it boils down to. Seriously, that's what it is. Nobody likes the truth.
No, well,
a real motherfucker doesn't record phone calls by people that they claim are their friends. That's an immature, dumb bitch that does that.
They don't.
And they say I defend Molly, that I'm Molly's pet, blah, blah, blah. I defended a mother. That's what I was defending.
No, she was simping hard for Molly. Even Molly can tell you, I'm sure. She was putting Molly in some compromising positions and saying a little bit too much and getting a little bit cocky, and kind of walked Molly into some bad spots too, because she was saying Molly didn't do this and Molly didn't do that. Meanwhile, we have clips of Molly doing exactly those things, but okay.
That creator just happened to be with that mother. But that's what I was doing. And that shit was wrong, and it was fucking evil. And they were framing Justin and Molly, which I didn't know them or to know to like them or not, but that shit was fucking wrong, period. I don't give a shit what she's done. I mean, they were calling her kid's school, calling every single person.
Flava called Molly's school bitch. Flava. Which Molly apologized to it. And then they were arguing over who called CPS on me. And Flava got mentioned then too. Bitch, keep up. Keep up. This is really embarrassing.
That she was collaborating with, saying that she was scamming and ran a fraud scheme, and they were trying to put this innocent mother in jail over Molly. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. I've never seen so much hate.
I heard the things that were done to her weren't. I've heard about that. I just didn't know who did it. I mean, I don't know who all was involved. And, like at the end of the day, that's a whole mess. And I never talked about any of that because I wasn't about to jump in that mess.
Smart choice, Bomb. Really smart choice.
I don't regret it, though. At the end of the day, I did what I came to do. And I said, if y'all take me down today, I know that I was able.
You did what you came to do, exposed your own ass as a fucking liar and an idiot. Okay.
Able to help a mom.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody has the reasons for doing what they do. And I respect that. I'm not, I'm just saying that I wouldn't, no way I was getting in the middle of all that because I didn't even understand it to begin with.
Yeah. And like I said, I came into this whole thing. I've never been a Dre, defend Dre thing. I was defending the truth. when I first started this story on Facebook, I had jumped in behind the whole thing and went with the narrative that was being pushed with the altered clips and all the context missing, and went hard at Dre. And then I realized I started really doing my own research and really going to look, because I realized things weren't as they seemed. And I took a step back because I too got emotionally invested in it, fucked up. And I've spent a year trying to correct it with just the fucking truth, just the facts. And it pissed a lot of people off, because no matter what you think in this situation, people can connect to the story, whether they have had somebody that they've lost from suicide, whether they have had suicidal thoughts themselves, whether they are a mom. That's the emotional piece of this is so big. So do I fault anybody for how they feel about this situation? Absolutely not. But there's problems on every single bit of it. And the sad thing is none of them from jump have been honest about a goddamn thing. And Marvon deserves dignity. And I will stand there for the rest of my life that Marvon deserves dignity and peace. And they should let it be. That is no longer content that will be over here. It is the one thing that I do not regret defending the truth whatsoever, but it is one of those stories that people are emotionally invested no matter what, because no matter which end you can associate with or you feel for, whether it be Dre or the Bio family or whatever piece of it, people feel that they are entitled. And at the end of the day, this is a Marine veteran's life who deserve dignity and peace, and it shouldn't have been an internet thing to begin with. Dre was cleared of all wrongdoing months ago. The police investigation was extremely thorough. APS was involved, CPS was involved, everything. They didn't want to come out and tell everybody that she'd been cleared of all charges back in November.
I asked myself, I said, why the hell did I do that? What the hell? And I remember the reason why. I remember the moment is this mother he committed suicide, but he's still in a coma and she's dying to be with him. And I remember when my brother committed suicide, I went and found him and never got that chance. And I said, if I do anything, I'm going to give this mom that chance. They were doing so much shit and that they were killing their chances. I mean, it wasn't going to happen due to these people. And I got her there one last time. I got that. So that's all I needed out of it. And I got that much. I don't care if.
What video do you need? Hold on. Let me go up here and see. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I'm not paying attention. Is it on Ellie's channel? Oh, okay. If you need anything, yeah, you can email me and ask me to, like, anything you need.
Nonsense says that I'm Molly or whatever, but you've been eating her fucking pussy for 8 months, or a year. So come on, which one of us is closer, me or you?
No, ma'am. No, I don't like bologna. Sorry.
It just kills me. And then anytime.
Oh, never mind. It's bologna boobs. I forgot.
She gets called out.
Raw chicken cutlets. That was the other thing. That's her words, though, not mine. I'm not being mean. That was her own words again.
She'll go to those panels and they believe her at work. They're too tired to look at all that. So it's what it is. It's just pretty much they ran an 8-month scheme because the mom wouldn't put out the receipts. I finally got all the lawyer receipts and proved that the mother didn't scam anybody. She did spend the money on that lawyer like she was supposed to.
Again, major holes in that story. Again, Letitia claimed that she paid $4,000 for an attorney. That was the retainer that had to be paid. That was the story that came out. Then Letitia's own statements, which are in many videos, was that they made an agreement. She didn't have to go through the attorney. Paperwork was drawn up, but it never had to be filed. Molly and those guys claimed that a court order had been filed. There was nothing ever filed in court. Then Vada comes out months after the fact with receipts for $2,500 or some bullshit that was just slapped together to try and make it, but it wasn't even the numbers that were said. Then the story at the beginning of this, as you guys heard her say, was that the GoFundMe money was the only money that was supposedly for the attorney. Meanwhile, there was money going to every other Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, everything. And just to piss in people's Cheerios one more time, Letitia did go out there for 5 days. She was able to go to Arizona. She was able to go see Marvon. She was there for about 5 days, and she went to the hospital one time and saw Marvon. I mean, you make of it what you want. You feel how you ever. I'm very glad that she was able to see her son. I said that from the beginning, that I thought that should have been something that could have been done. I wish, still my biggest wish of all of this, because there's been so much unnecessary hurt from all sides, was that the family could have came together and worked this out, and it wouldn't have never blown up on social media, because now there's so much damage that's being done, and it sucks. It fucking sucks for everybody involved.
And I showed the Cash App receipts because they said that she made $80,000 off of Molly's audience, and that audience.
That was a Uni Rock thumbnail. So Uni Rock made a thumbnail. I shared it on Facebook. Didn't even pay attention to what the fucking thumbnail was or anything. It was just a live. I share a lot of people's lives. But somehow she blames me for claiming those numbers. I've always said we don't even have a clue how much was raised. Still to this day, there's been numbers thrown out there that are huge. There's numbers that are lower. There was a $20,000. There was over $100,000. There was people that were trying to track how much money was being sent. They got up over 70,000 what they were tracking. Again, nobody has been transparent whatsoever. Money was going to multiple different places, multiple creators to forward on to the family. There was two parts of the family. Nobody knows. So, and then Uni Rock, I think, changed his thumbnail or his title of his video to 8K. Like, he did something with that. Again, not me, but I get the blame for it.
Was pissed. There was thousands of people asking for refunds due to them doing that.
Y'all,
They said that she never paid for the lawyer, that there was no lawyer, and that she never, I mean, nonsense, and they were nasty. So when they were calling you out,
you're right. I did get fucking nasty because I was sick and tired of the drama when we knew that Letitia herself had been aware of they were milking this for content, Molly and those guys, and we have it in her own words and her own messages that she knew that that's what was going on, and she continued to stand by and let her son, who she supposedly cares so much about, being drugged through the fucking mud over and over and over again. That pissed me off, and it still drives me fucking insane because if anyways, but that's not the only side I'm mad at. So
out for being a scammer the other night. I'm like, Nunya's like, I don't do anything without receipts. And I said, well, hell, you helped frame my mother for 8 damn months with no fucking receipts. What are you talking about? That was my argument the other night, and that's what I was going to go live about and defend you on. I was like, it's pretty funny.
Defend bomb on, and Nunya, the island has receipts. The fucking island was built off receipts. We have more receipts than we even know what to do with. And the sad thing is you guys have seen 1/18 of the fucking receipts we do have.
Funny that we got Miss Advocate up here, but I like Nunya, so I'm gonna heat.
She has a special place for Nunya. That's always been like, yeah, she definitely has a.
I'm gonna cool down. She knows how I am. Nunya, forgive me.
Nunya, forgive me.
We're over that. Me and her are good, but she's the only one that I can deal with. The only one that has a damn brain. I like her.
No, she's the only one that will give you attention and give you an ass pat.
I do like Nunya. I mean, she was the only one that had some balls to come to me, and we finally did the right thing. So I'm not going to talk shit about her.
But you were just bragging about how you won because she backed out of this receipts royale. Jesus.
When I was going to review I would have been nicer tomorrow if I reviewed the panel. I was just going to call out some hypocrisies with her, like, come on, girl. And, get these people up here showing receipts that this woman scammed somebody.
Nunya went on the panel, dumbass, and asked for receipts. Bomb even knows that. But you're late to the party once again.
You should know this routine, Nunya. Come on. I mean, please, just this time. You did it. You know what we went through for the last year, and they're up here accusing women of us.
Bitch, you weren't even around for a year. You and your fucking 900 goddamn multiple personalities. Excuse me for anybody that has multiple personalities. I sometimes think I do too. That's probably the Becky, Contessa, and nonsense pieces of it. They're probably all just different personalities. But this bitch, she can't even keep track of her own fucking words from 5 minutes ago.
Scam. And I'm just shocked she didn't go up there and say, hey, let's see these receipts. Let's pull it out. I mean, you're up here in front of this whole damn chat. Let's see the receipts. Just put them out.
Oh,
but she didn't do that. So I was going to go live like, hello, what's wrong with you, girl? But whatever. And so that's the whole deal with that. That was the whole reason all of this happened. And Devious was a separate thing, which I don't know what any of these connections with these people are, because I don't know any of these people. All I know is they come for me. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people, but they come for me. Okay, so let's do reasonable deduction here. You were in a phone call with Goose, Faith, and Devious. You claimed that the phone call was about Erica. It's not that hard. You own words said that. But now you don't know why, and these people are coming for you, bitch. Nobody has even came for you.
I mean, I'll be into it with Queen Bee, and I got 9 of her friends on channels coming for me.
9 of her friends coming for you. I need a list. Can somebody give me a list of these channels and the people that are going for her, please? And thank you anytime, because I need a list. I need to visually see this of who is coming for her with proof, because nobody has been able to show me whatsoever.
Heels up her ass. I mean, I got into it with Queen Bee one day, and the Heels Up Her Ass channel started coming for me.
I
And
don't
then
know,
what's the other
Mom.
chick's name?
That's what
I
I'm.
make up my own names for these channels. I don't. What's the other girl?
She claims she was going to go up there and defend you to Nunya, but Nunya was on the panel asking for receipts about the things that were being claimed about you on Queen Bee's panel. I don't know how that. Again, she's using your panel to try and build her channel. She's channel building. She doesn't have a community right now. She wants Charlotte's old subs. She wants this is how Vada moves.
Oh, Burnt Hunt, that one.
Oh.
She tried to accuse me of
She calls Burnt Toast that because of the artwork.
Plagiarizing art, and said that she had reverse searched the pictures or some pictures that I had showed on my channel. And I told her, I said, girl, you can reverse search my dick. And that was a mess. But
actually, you went up there and kissed her ass because she had you over coals because you couldn't. She had your own words and your own statements. And do you forget about all of that when you claimed that Goose had you remove a video over something and yada, yada, yada? Do you forget all that? I mean, those videos are still up to y'all.
Yeah. Long story, long drama. But yeah, I went away and took a break. And I took it up for Queen Bee tonight, actually. I think that she was wronged in the situation. What do you think? If you're sending the docs behind the scenes in DMs that are never supposed to be out, then the person you were doing this stuff behind the scenes with, and mind you, the docs is being sent because Queen was doxed by Dolly. And I mean,
here she goes, rewriting on history on shit she wasn't a part of again.
Girlfriend, 8 months ago, and it's still on
But didn't she dox Dolly first?
No. PJ doxed her first. She doxed her, put it on her community tab, which is still.
Oh my God. This shit. Y'all in the chat already know how this is, oh Lord bless it. I don't have the brain cells.
There. And it's for 8 months that shit sat there. And Queen never doxed them back, did nothing back. And I know that for a fact. I've been watching it. So Queen's behind the scenes with this Aileen psycho chick, and they're sending stuff back and forth to each other. Well, Aileen releases it to Dolly.
But she hasn't been paying attention. She's been off the internet.
And they've like exploded and said that Queen called PJ's job and that they were stalking them and stuff and going real life when Aileen was. Aileen was sending Queen Bee her docs and stuff, but she wasn't telling Aileen to go stalk him and shit. I mean, all I could see was.
I'm sure the chat's informing you of what happened.
Aileen said, hey, I'm going to send you her docs. By the way, I'm at the gas station, and they're walking in it.
I think everybody has pretty much said what they have had to say about that situation again. So she is just trying to get involved in something that she has no part of. I know Penny has done videos like timelining what was actually said and what was done and things like that. If you want the factual evidence, please listen to Queen, Dolly, PJ, Penny, the people who have the facts, because Vada doesn't have a fucking horse in this race. But here she is saddling up.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Fucking creep. And so that's all that was. And then all these people started coming for Queen Bee. And I'm like, this is some hypocrisy shit. And then what made me mad is I was emailed Queen Bee's docs, like 6 emails of it. So I was talking about that tonight, and I was listening to Dolly because he seems to, when he goes at her, just always accuse her of selling drugs to kids. And so I was comparing the emails with the real shit in it that was sent to me. I never doxed anybody. Every time I get into it, somebody, they'll send me their docs and hope I'll drop the shit, and I just don't. And so I just happen to have the receipts for this one. So he's like, you're a drug dealer who is selling stuff to kids. I said, there ain't nothing about no damn kids in here. I said, but she did accuse him of being a pedo, apparently, allegedly. I'm still waiting on the clip to be sent to me.
Oh my God, you idiot. There's a community post that's already been addressed. Jesus. Oh, Lord, help me.
And I said, well, he accused you of selling drugs to kids. You accuse him of being a pedo. I get it. I mean, that's even. Whatever. But either both of you are wrong and both need to stop and both need to shut the fuck up and just leave each other alone and it'll be over.
Okay, so you getting involved is going to do what in that situation? Please inform me, oh wise one.
That was my argument during my whole stream.
That was your argument over your whole stream? Was you're a nosy bitch that can't keep your nose out of shit and you have no clue, so you're trying to rewrite history to fit whoever you think you're going to simp for at the time and buddy up to so you can get views off of their channel? The big difference between me and you, Vada, is I'm cool with 20 people watching my shit because it's stuff I feel passionate about and empowered to talk about. You just channel build. There is not one person that can say that I've ever used them for trying to channel build. Ever. Not a single fucking creator can say that I've ever used them to try and channel build. And that's fact.
Like, we are too old for this shit. Quit mass blogging, quit going real life, quit doxing, leave the people the fuck alone. It's over.
But that should be across the board, though.
Right. I mean, why does it even start? Like, and PJ at least owns, she's like, I doxed Queen first. Okay, you can't be mad that she's behind the scenes texting somebody about you. She never put that stuff out publicly. She might have been messaging Aileen, but she never did shit with it. I mean,
And meanwhile, as she's going off about this, Penny is in the chat trying to like explain. No, because she had stuff wrong about Queen. She had stuff wrong about Dolly. She was like, oh, okay. Like, and then I think Penny just gave up. From what I saw, like there was no chance that it was going to make sense. But she doesn't have like, I don't know exactly who she's attempting to simp for here in this situation, but she had facts wrong on all ends.
you just happen to get sent the text messages, and now you're blowing up pissed when she should have literally landed you for doing that shit. Y'all posted her kids and all kinds of stuff, lied and said that she posted yours. And so that was my argument.
Yeah, probably.
I was like, oh my God. And his biggest argument was Queen is calling PJ's job, and PJ's got kids, and you're messing with a woman and her income. Well, this is Queen B's job, and you're fucking with her income and her kids. So y'all fucked with her job first. You're trying to get her canceled. You're trying to make everybody think that she's some
Oh my God.
street dealer, and y'all won't let something from forever go, and you're hoping everybody will leave her for it. So that's her job. You're tampering her with. But you're over here saying that she's calling PJ's job, which she never did. They just made that shit up.
How do you know that?
There was a joke in some messages.
Oh my God. I can't, y'all.
And because I believe Queen on that. I don't believe she ever called PJ's job. Everybody was acting.
You don't know, but you don't know that for fact, right?
I don't know what she called them. Huh?
But you don't know that for fact, right?
PJ said she doesn't know what they called them. I don't know.
Okay.
But I believe Queen on that. I believe that she's straight up most of the time. I do. When she does speak, I believe she's honest about it. I really do. I've never really caught Queen in a lie. I really haven't.
Okay.
I don't even like. I don't
But she hasn't been paying attention for months, y'all.
like her at all. But I really have not caught her lying, except for the mass flagging thing. She says that they didn't mass flag, but that was Thursday fucking mass flagging. But whatever.
Damn, I didn't hear any of this.
She might have called. I don't know. But I really don't.
I don't know if she did or not. I just
Lord.
Even if
Mom,
she
she
did,
said that we posted her children, and that's not true.
Oh, she didn't post
So
it.
the chat's saying that is not true.
Which part?
The posted her children, and that's not true. I'm
No.
assuming she's talking about Dolly and whatnot.
No, Queen Bee did not post PJ's kids. What she said that she
No, I think she's talking about PJ. Wait, I don't know. I'm not in this, and I don't know.
what is it?
I don't know what they're talking. I don't know what you're talking. I mean, I don't know about this situation. They know in the chat. I'm listening. I'm trying to figure it out. She did not say first. She said the doctor, but not first.
Oh, Lord.
This is not true. We never posted her children. That is a lie. Queen lied to her. She thinks that we posted her children, and that's not true. They did not post Queen's children. No, Queen Bee is saying we posted her children, and that is a lie.
Okay. Which I don't know. That's why I'm trying to get all the proof of this. But I'm saying, Dolly says the same thing, that Queen Bee's going after her and her kids. And whenever she said, is PJ in the chat?
Nope.
But I thought she had all the facts of this. That's why she did a video on it, because she was laying out the facts of all this. But yet Bomb is even setting her straight on things that she's, oh, Lord. Jesus, take the wheel.
This is Penny.
I was going to ask PJ. I was going to say, you said that she has pictures of your family that was going to be posted or something. But the pictures is your husband, which you've been on a live stream with. Can you say the same thing with your house, which you've been on a live stream in front of 100 times at the picnic table at that house? I just think it's exaggerated, and I think they're both wrong, and they both need to stop, and they both need to just quit. But I really think,
and I think you need to mind your fucking business, bitch.
Queen, out of all three of them, held back the most and did the least when she had every right to go back as she wanted to. Yes, she talked a bunch of shit about Dolly. He got tired of that shit. He got tired of hearing that shit. He got tired of being attacked because they can wear a bitch out in the true crime community if they didn't like that you blew a blowhorn like a year ago. I mean, you're going to fucking live that shit for life. They relentlessly fucking go after. That's why she's in the lawsuit with Betty and them. But really, it wasn't. It's her whole fucking panel. But anyhow, I just say it like it is. I don't care how many targets I got on me. Come on, I don't care.
Again with the targets.
That's just how I look at it. I couldn't have any. I'm already at 30 plus.
Well,
30 plus people going after her.
Queen did ask her to go by her house. I read that myself.
Well,
I read that myself.
Okay, I'm gonna go look because I missed that part.
I literally read it myself.
But Bomb, she knew everything that was going on here.
In the text, it was shown.
Are they the ones that she posted on her community tab?
Ooh.
I only have seen the ones that is on PJ's community tab. I don't have the ones that were sent behind the scenes around. I don't have those.
Set up.
All I have is what
those were put into a video.
Toys, this is everything I have in me today. Like, oh my God, my head hurts.
Oh, I haven't seen all I've looked at is the ones on PJ's post. The 5 that are in the line, and then the 3.
Well, Elaine said, I guess that's the older lady said that she was calling somebody a kitty diddler over and over isn't cool. Who was doing that?
Queen Bee. And I said that. I said she called him a pedo or red dot or whatever. She called him a pedo.
No, you didn't say that because you haven't been around, remember?
calls her a drug dealer selling drugs
Nanya said that.
to kids. That's why I said, please watch my stream.
Does she
It's
sell
actually
drugs to
pretty damn
kids?
good.
Has she
No,
sold drugs to kids?
absolutely not. I've got her docs. I've got the whole news article where she was put in the damn news. There's nothing in there about selling drugs to kids. That's bullshit.
Okay.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
He made
She
that
called
up because he called him a pedophile, which, I mean, he's probably trying to, how can you top a pedophile? You falsely accuse a guy of being a fucking pedo. That's some bullshit right there, dude. I'd be pissed too.
He also
Yeah, I'd be pissed, but I've seen her record. I've seen her record. I know that she's got quite a record, and that's put out there for God and everybody. But I
Yeah,
don't
and I
think
believe that's
she
fair.
was charged with selling alcohol to a minor and convicted.
No, there's nothing in there's nothing in there like that. There's literally, like he had said that she had a burglary charge. Say it right, man. The burglary charge got knocked out to just fucking what is it called?
now she's an expert on Queen's background too. Jesus.
Trespassing. I mean, he says burglary
Yeah.
because it sounds so bad and dramatic. Like that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I know she called you a pedo, but I mean, you're trying to make a point here, but you actually look dumb like a liar. Just say it like it is. Say she got charged with burglary, it got put down, and then someone in my chat goes, well, I heard that she had it cut down because she snitched on someone. I said, of course you did. What else did you hear? But I'm from the street. So, and I
She is a fucking feral cat. She's from the street. Ooh, somebody call the ambulance. I'm gonna be on the floor pretty soon because this shit's fucking what? Oh. Ooh.
I have a sense that Queen probably is too. So that's why I'm touchy with that. Like, why the fuck would you post somebody's criminal record for? Why? Why the hell would you do that? That will piss me off so quick. Like, why blast somebody for their past mistakes? You know, John 9:16. I believe in the.
Oh no. No, oh hell no. Are you joking right now? She is not gonna start preaching. Oh, she is desperate for me to give her attention if she is going to go on the whole religious rant shit. She is trying. My God. That's all this is. Yep. That's all this is a total sub grab. Bada's trying to get back in the algorithm. She got kicked out of her anti-community because she's doing too much and putting them in bad spots. Again, I can't out a source, but somebody, and I've seen a lot, and I don't know if they'll speak on it or anything like that, but somebody asked her about it and she was like, it's none of your fucking business. And her stream, I guess, I don't know.
The Bible, casting stones. I know I'm not trying to preach right now because I cuss like a sailor, but I'm telling you, the whole casting stones in the Bible. I'm pretty sure it's John 9:16. Don't quote me. My screen was broken, so I cut my camera off. Am I freezing to you?
Yeah, you're like going in and out pretty bad.
This was the internet saying,
Okay.
fuck
Well,
off.
in the Bible, it talks
You're
about
like
casting stones,
roboting
and
pretty bad.
well, my screen says my camera's off.
It is off, but I can't, like, you're going in and out. I'm only catching parts of it.
Oh crap! So I'll try to hit the link from my phone.
It's called divine intervention.
And my computer did this during my live too. I knew this would happen.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. That's all right.
I know you don't want to be up here all night. I just wanted to at least.
Well, I
know
appreciate you
everybody-
coming up. I do. I appreciate you coming up. And you know, I have respect for
And if
that.
you want
And,
any receipts for all of the crap that I'm saying tonight, I've got them. Like I
yeah,
straight
send
up
them
have
to me.
receipts.
I'd like to see them actually. Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know how to get a hold of you. You have Twitter or
Yeah, it's that bomb. You can just email them. It's bombshell reloaded. It's just my
But she claims she is so good with internet stuff, but oh, holy.
channel name at gmail.com. Mhm.
you got
Yeah, I
it.
want to
I'll
see
send
them.
you
I'm
some.
actually curious about all that. Yeah.
See, and I offered all of this. They didn't even bother looking at it just because I just happened to be connected to Molly. They weren't interested. I put the dang. You ought to just look at the 20-minute video. The 20-minute video for Boston is all you're going to need to see, and you're going to know I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
It's
And I'm,
3 minutes long, and you'll see.
yes.
Okay.
You know, here's the you're entitled to feel how you feel about people. I'm not. That's not my place to tell you. I just I do want to see receipts though, because I am a receipts channel, and I want to see it. Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to see it?
Hell yeah. Bring it
Well,
on.
I'm up
I mean,
here
I'm not-
bitching about the fact that they did that to you on their stream with no
Right. Well, I'm not going to do the same. You know.
receipts, and then I come up here making a project claim. Right, that's what I'm
Well, I thought she was up there to talk about this phone call with Devious and she was supposedly looking for those posts and never got to that. And then it turned to, how did we get here?
saying. I'm not
Yeah.
going to do the same. I absolutely, everybody in this chat, if y'all want to watch that video real quick, that literally covers 50% of the claims I made up here about them, we can do so. Or my whole channel literally is the receipt. That's all my
Listen to this. This is desperation.
channel's about. Because that's all I've
Is
got.
that is it all on your channel?
But every bit of it.
Is it all on your channel?
And I did short forms. The one that, yep, every bit of it.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go watch it.
Okay.
Those of you that are fans of Lisa Frank, this is right up your alley. It is colorful, it is beautiful, and full of shit. WWE grave shitter at her finest. Good Lord. I'm going to continue to say that because it triggers the fuck out of her.
I really, if somebody would just literally just watch it. And what's sad is go to Nonsense's Facebook page today. The fake fucking screenshots are still up. It kills me. She didn't even bother to take the post down.
There's no fake screenshots, bitch. Everything's up. I don't dirty delete shit. I don't say something and not stand on it. Keep up. This is why interjecting yourself into messes that you're not even a part of and trying to become a part of the story to build your channel off of shit that you don't even know about only makes you look like a fool. Everything is proudly still on my Facebook page. Okay. And
okay.
On her Facebook page?
And yeah, that's how sad this gets. I even have this
nonsense on the web
screen recording showing it still on her page because I figured she'd say, "Oh, you fake those," and I was like, "No, I'm going to literally screen record me going from my Facebook to yours." Am I still on yours? It just threw up something.
That's what I do.
Says,
I do that. I just record it.
Here we go. I got to switch to my phone. My computer.
Okay.
oh, it's peaceful. Oh shit.
Okay. Did I do it right?
Revive.
What did I just do? What just happened? Okay, wait.
Oh, thank you, Nadia.
Nope, I can't hear shit. Hold on. I can't hear shit. Hold on.
That's called divine intervention.
Hey.
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, I'm on my phone now. My computer, I knew was going to shut down on me. But yeah, I mean, I've got every bit of the receipts. I've got the screen recordings of me going from my Facebook to her Facebook to prove they're not fake. They're actually still.
To prove what? What the fuck is? I am so lost by what she's proving here.
Still on her damn Facebook. She'll straight out. I go in detail about the cut audio that they try to frame Molly with. They literally cut out a piece of audio to make her say she murdered her husband because.
No, that's not even remotely the case. You guys just saw that. I pulled that video clip if you need it again. It's the clip I used in my video was a clip from Manny Behind the Mic. The actual original is still on Justin Ferrall's panel. Molly said, we just don't want to watch her murder her husband during an argument with Vanessa. However, she has gone on to say she thought that Dre potentially would stab her children and many or other egregious things. They got in this spin cycle trying to simp for Molly versus Katie because they were the anti-Katie crew. Okay. So everything that was pointed out was Katie versus Molly. They both fucked up. They both did horrible, disgusting shit. They both said way too much, but it wasn't a one versus the other. They both were fucked. But you can't have that in this whole arena. You had to pick a side. So because I didn't like either one of them, but Katie was out of the story by the time I really started getting involved, I never covered her that much. She did come on my panel a couple times, which was really funny because we didn't even know at the time that she doesn't usually go on panels. Nunya scared the shit out of her. She thought that Nunya was yelling at her. Like that shit's actually funny to watch now. But there was a whole thing, like none of the people I fuck with even knew who Katie was. We all learned together, and that was an experience.
Katie, the person that Nonsense helped do this, was getting bashed for calling Dre a murderer. So they tried to frame Molly was saying that
they've never been able to prove a connection between me and Katie because there is none. She even photoshopped me in a picture onto Katie's couch. That's how desperate this one is.
As well, so that she wouldn't be the only one in trouble. So Nonsense helped her do that.
Not only that, but in the beginning, they took like a silhouette that I had done when I was fucking around with people. Me, because I did a silhouette showing and like flipped my hair because my hair is super long and I'm way curvier compared to Katie. And I did a silhouette. So they took and turned Katie into a silhouette and said, look, I knew it. And like, it was it was the most immature, ridiculous shit, but we got really good laughs out of it actually. So. And
got her ass caught. Denied doing it, but then her damn watermark, she was proud of it at the time because she put her watermark at the end of the fucking shot clip.
Yeah.
But she tried to lie to her chat and say,
yeah, there are so many clips out here, y'all. There's so many clips. Like we have hundreds of videos and audio clips, and some of these are still on Spanky's channel, and that's what I call Justin for All. Molly's channel is gone, but there's so many things. But that's why this is so ridiculous because she is trying to open up the doors to something that unfortunately Marvon has, as you all know, has passed away. That this is over. Vada has continued on because this is how she's trying to channel build.
That was the original clip off of so-and-so's channel. I was like, no, That's not the original clip that you put on Facebook, girlfriend. So don't even play.
Yes.
You'll see exactly what's going on. You'll have no idea what I'm talking about now. But any claim I've made, I absolutely have proof for. Absolutely. As far as Nunya setting me up with 2 docs, there's a video on my channel called Penelope Docs. That's number 1. The other one was for Judy Bill. She tried to say I doxed Judy Bill and Penelope, and both Penelope and Judy didn't even know who I was and advocated for me on my part.
Judy was from Facebook, and one of the first donators ever, Molly, actually doxed Judy. Anyways, long story. She has twisted all of this shit.
Because both of them said I didn't dox them. What is her name? Nunya was telling everybody that I doxed Judy Bill, which is a donor. She goes by Judy Bill on her fucking Facebook. And the woman literally is like, she didn't dox me. But she told her whole chat that I was attacking and doxing that lady. Then with Penelope, they said they created a fake tweet in a fake community.
Oh, what just happened?
Uh-oh. I'm here and I'm going to set up. The second one was through Penelope, where they put a fake tweet up, and I show and explain how it's fake. And then they put fake YouTube comments up, and I show
a fake tweet. Nani, do you know anything? But I don't even know what she's talking about with a fake tweet of Penelope.
And explain how those are fake in detail. So go check it out. Which, don't bash Nunya, don't go after her for that. We apologize. That's over with. Me and her are good now. I'm talking about anybody in the chat because they're quick on me and they didn't even know me. They came in here. They're just loaded at me.
Well,
which I'm sure that they have been fed this crap for a year. I've never spoke out or tried or wasted my time trying to. Nobody's ever came to me and asked me either the truth. They just took it and ran with it. And they all did. And I offered Queen and them. I was like, if y'all really want the truth, here it is. And they didn't want it.
I don't think you know what the truth is if it hit you between the fucking eyes, to be honest.
They didn't want it. And I think it was because Rabbit, they didn't want to confront that. They didn't want to because they were close with Rabbit and they just didn't want, I guess, their audience to know the truth about him. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't care to see it.
Because it was a bunch of bullshit. Because the factual receipts don't add up with your cherry-picked things to fit into. Nunya, what do you say? She's got she's got square receipts, if there's a square, she's trying to shove a circle through it or some bullshit. Nunya's got a good analogy for this.
But they were fine with all the accusations made against me. So whatever. It's what it is, dude. But I'm just not the type. I don't go around trying to prove myself to people. If y'all care enough about a person to get to know them and they're accused of a bunch of shit, y'all will take the time to come over and say, hey, I heard you shit on the grave. Is that true? I would have.
She is so fucking bothered by that.
Handed you a 20-second clip to prove that was a lie. That's it. But that rumor went, for 8 months to 19 channels.
Now it's 19. I thought there was 30 channels coming after you.
So finally, I made a slide of a grave and I put Unipus, which stands for Unirock. And I put
I don't know anything about that guy at all.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. But
you're not missing nothing.
I put Unipus in no sense. I put a grave on there, and then I have something shit, and it was the perfect payback. It was great. I do
the perfect payback. It was so great. Oh.
Video paybacks. I don't do. There's not a
obvious. It was so perfect. I didn't even watch it.
Chance in hell I've ever went live, real life on nonsense. I've never thought that way to go do that to anybody. I've never even thought like that. I don't think of revenge like that.
Why does everybody that you seem to associate with walk away from you? Why are you a liability to everybody that you were once close with? Asking for a friend. My thought is, how can I do a video that straight up owns your ass? That's how I think. But that's just me.
Well, yeah, receipts. I'm a receipts kind of girl. Period.
She likes to say she owns people too. I own their ass. They're running. They're scared. They're hiding from me. Boom.
It doesn't seem like people in these communities don't give a shit about that. They just want, I don't know. It's strange to me. It's really strange. I know, girl.
What's strange is you went on the panel to try and defend yourself as what you claimed and set the record straight on a phone call about devious and all this other shit, and ended up talking about nothing that even made sense or had a bit of truth to. And all you're trying to do is tell bombs following that you're really not as bad. Poor you. You've been targeted, all these other things because you need channel building. Okay.
It is. It's crazy. And well, you know how to go to my channel. It's just at Beta Jade. The short videos.
This is called self-promotion.
I'll go to your channel and watch it. I will. I mean, I'm not that way. I'm not But also, I'm going to say this too: like everybody has a
Right, Nanya?
has a right to defend themselves as well,
I mean,
right?
right?
And,
Absolutely. And they
yeah.
can do that too if they needed to. If they want to come up here right now, let's go. You know, that's how I think of it. Bring
And-
your-
Bomb, she's probably getting emails about you from her other email accounts so she could get herself involved in this. That's a Vada move.
Wow, so I've been waiting to light y'all up.
yeah, you know, if it comes out, I mean, if it comes down to that, and they're going to respond, I'm pretty sure.
I'll come back. I will absolutely come back.
They probably won't come over here to do it, but they'll do it on their channel, I'm sure.
Oh, of course they would. Of course.
I don't think they would do it over here because I'm not in it. I don't know a damn thing about it. I'm just listening and learning, just like everybody else. And
Well, don't worry. It was squashed like 5 months ago. I mean, it's all over. We already went through this whole saga. I mean,
obviously you're not over it, honey. Is there like a detox program from getting over this? Because you're definitely not at that level yet. I mean, hey, it is what it is, but this is not over it.
those that wanted the truth got it, and who didn't and just want to follow a whatever I call her, Big Bird, whatever her name is, just let them. You know, I don't want the girl to not have no subscribers because she's a fraud. It ain't my problem.
mm-hmm.
Who the fuck's Big Bird now? I thought I was dumbass.
So I started calling them the FBI agents, which stands for fake bitch intel.
You didn't even make that up yourself. There was a whole, geez, let's take the wheel. Holy shit. The YBI, that's why she's talking about the FBI. She didn't do any of this shit. God, she is not even original.
So anytime I refer to dumbass, that's nonsense. FBI agents, that's nonsense and team.
Tweedledee, Tweedledee, Tweedledee. She rocks in a treetop all the day long. I mean, if I'm going to be called a birdie, at least call me Rockin' Robin, not Big Bird. Damn, I'm not tall even. Fuck, oh dear.
Besides Anya, I'm not including her. I like her. And it took a long time for me to like her. A long time. I mean, I hated her for I don't really hate anybody, I guess. It took like 9 months for me to even like her. It was hard. It was very hard.
I can imagine.
It was hard. But I mean, I'm proud.
Do you need a tissue for your issue?
Proud of her. You know, she loves being on Queen's panel. She does a good job. She knows her shit. She's all about receipts now. She makes sure.
I think she did a live stream about Queen. Are you talking about Nanya?
Mm-hmm.
I think she just did a live stream about Queen.
A good one?
No.
Well, she probably called Queen out like it was, and that's probably what Nanya did. Me knowing her, that's what she's
Me knowing her, but she don't know nothing.
like I am with that.
Well,
she's like I am with that. No, there's no comparison. Sorry.
Told her about this text.
Oh, really? I gotta go watch that shit. That'd be great. I can react to that tomorrow because I'm reacting to Queen B side tomorrow. Tonight I did Dolly's, and tomorrow I'm going to Queen's End.
Yeah, I think she did because I heard somebody was playing it and I listened to it. But yeah, she was pretty pissed off.
Wow, that's shocking.
That
was last week.
Oh, God, to see that.
Question. May I ask Veda a question? Do you support Savage? If so, how do you feel about her going to Bomb's house?
I don't know Savage. Who's Savage?
She doesn't know Savage, Poppy.
That's a fucking blatant lie. If she has been anywhere around, she knows all these people. She was a part of hanging out with Flava, Amber, all of those girls. She was messaging back and forth with them. They all showed messages. There's messages between her and Flava. The fuck she doesn't. The fuck she does not know who Savage is. And the fuck she does not know that Savage pulled up at Bombs, which is, in my opinion, so fucked up that anybody condones that shit. I don't give a fuck what you feel about Bomb. That is crossing the line and absolutely ridiculous, but she's a blatant fucking liar.
I don't know anybody except.
You don't have your nose stuffed up everybody's fucking ass around here and not know what happened there. You'd live under a rock and she doesn't. She's in the middle of every fucking thing. Remember, because people have been framed and this and that. If she's watching Queen Bee's panel, she knows who Savage is. She's hung out with Penelope. She knows who Savage is. All of the things. Okay, you're not that fucking stupid, Vada. You just play it really well.
Queen Bee, Tim, that's on his panel, Boston, that's on his panel, Nonsense, Union Rock, Katie Joy community. I'm from the beauty community.
No, bitch. I'm not a part of any of those people you try to lump me in. I made my own fucking islands, okay? And you've never been invited, and you never will.
Like the Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson era.
Okay.
That's where I'm not even from any of these people. I don't belong to anybody. I don't belong to Molly. I'm from Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson. That's where I'm from. And I ended up over here because of the Toddy lawsuit, which is a beauty influencer over Katie. And that's how I ended up to this story. And I pretty much ended up in the sewer somehow, and I'm trying to get my ass out.
I think you've always been in the sewer, baby. You're going to have to do that on your own.
Because I definitely don't belong in any community around here. Hell to the no. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else at all. I'm just saying, be fucking real. Like, come on, be real. Quit with this group think. Quit grouping everybody together.
Quit grouping everybody together. Oh, Lord. They, them.
You know, it makes me sick. And the really thing that made me sick is nonsense and bit in this whole thing. You co-sign behavior. So Molly's on the panel, says something shitty, says somebody should die on panel. We all got punished for it for 8 months because
punished for it for 8 months, bitch. Where? And you did. You would go along with shit she said. But again, you're not over it like you claim. Obviously, I'm taking up way too much fucking space in that goddamn dumb head of yours.
we co-signed it because we didn't say shit.
You did co-sign a lot of shit. You tried to defend Molly. You came out simping hard for Molly. You claimed you were simping for Letitia, but in reality, every time you got on panel, you were defending Molly. Molly being framed. You couldn't decide which side to pick.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to tell somebody what they can and cannot say on their own damn channel.
No, I agree.
And that's not me. Why am I being punished for her behavior for? So I started, when I met Nunya, this is why me and her really hit beef. When we started talking in DMs, I played that same card on her ass as they played on me. And I said, well, you co-sign nonsense as behavior with this real life shit. And you know it ain't true. Why ain't you speaking up? Well, I'm not, you can't come at me.
Nunya doesn't even have a fucking half of a clue what I have in my fucking inbox about you. Nunya doesn't have a half a clue about all of the bullshit that you guys have done behind the scenes. You know why? Because I handle it like a fucking adult. I've gone to the police department with all the fucking shit. Okay, Vada? Nunya does know a little bit of stuff, but Nunya's not my co-signer. She's not my babysitter. She ain't nothing. I say what I say, and I stand on what I say very proudly, very openly. Nobody co-signs my shit. You try to get Nunya involved because you're used to the bitches that will flip and flop and turn and twist and do all the things. You didn't get that with her, but you still have this idolization of her. Okay, go on.
Over what nonsense is done. I'm like, well, how's that shit feel? It was hilarious. It was the most hilarious, ironic moment ever. And I think right then she was like, oh my God, I get it. I was like, thank you, ding, ding. That's why I even did the mass flagging. I wasn't snitching on nobody. That shit was wrong. And they were coming for me. So that's that. If y'all come mass flag me, I want to make sure YouTube knows it. Absolutely. Y'all ain't doing all that. Y'all aren't going to punish me over what Molly's done. Hell, I'm trying to save a family that y'all framed. That's all I was trying to do. Y'all dox. What kills me is they hate Molly's behavior because she's a doxer. Okay, nonsense. You've doxed, let's see, like 6 people on my hand, I can guess.
Name them. Fucking name them, because I haven't doxed a single fucking person out here. Because, again, you used to try and say that by me using their Facebook names over here, which they proudly, publicly had, that a lot of them are still under currently. You just use that same reasoning that's Judy's Facebook name. You dumb fucking twat.
Including probably yourself. I'm not sure on that one. But I know
I didn't dox my fucking self at all. And if I would have, fuck oh dear. But I sure as fuck didn't. But good try again.
I know you doxed Letitia. I know you doxed Dre. I know you doxed Marvin.
You just gave Rabbit credit for doxing Letitia.
Senior. I've got proof you doxed that whole fucking family pretty much.
Oh, Lord bless it.
But you hated Molly because she's a doxer. And then you're like, well, Molly's a real lifer. Okay, well, you supported Flava after she called Molly's son school. You co-signed that behavior. So what does that make you? So it was just a
I didn't even fucking know Flava had done that at first. You dumb bitch. And so did you. You were buddies with Flava. You were trying to, oh, hail to the nah. And by the way, Flava had her deal with Molly, apologized for it. Molly said she was fine with it. So exactly what? And I called Flava out for lies right to her face on my panel and parted ways with her. But okay, go on, bad bitch.
Hypocrisy. So I did a whole stream on that. I was like, so y'all hate Molly for this, a whole list of shit. And I was like, let's see if any of you do this shit. And that's what I was trying to do. Like when I
wasn't even a part of Flava's group or an admin for a group or anything.
Saying John 9:16, that's why I had put the Bible verse up there. I was like, casting stones, and that was about these people wanting to condemn this woman because she was, promiscuous or whatever and some other stuff. And he was like, unless you're perfect, you are, you can't cast a stone. Unless you're God, unless you're perfect, don't cast stones at somebody.
God's not even perfect, you dumb ass.
I was trying to teach a lesson there, but I don't think it worked.
Nobody's taking lessons from you.
But I don't ever really judge anybody. I will call out somebody, but at the end of the day, I don't hold it against them. Yeah, did nonsense do some bad stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't hold it against them because I've done bad shit. Not like that, but everybody does bad shit. But just own it. Like, don't lie about it. Don't try to frame me with shit.
Nobody's trying to frame you, my daughter.
Don't try to twist narratives. You know, I shit in a fucking ditch, and you told everybody I shit on somebody's fucking grave.
Well, I did hear you shit on a grave. I can't lie.
Oh my God, the fucking clip of her saying this and me fucking cracking up about it is on my channel. Lord bless.
Oh yeah, she ran with that damn shit. And then, well, she got mad because I told her, I said, if you could run as fast as your fucking mouth does, you might be in shape. And ever since that moment, she's still gone on and on and on. Killing me.
I'm sorry, I just can't get past it. I don't understand how that. I know it's not funny, but I mean it's funny because like who says somebody shits on a grave? I can't.
Well, I always tell everybody, I said, the only person's grave I would shit on is probably nonsense. And I can't stand Kathy P either. That bitch. And I know I'm trying to love shit. I don't care. I cannot stand her either. I mean, she was hating on my friend's hair the other day because she has extensions when she looks like Joe Dirt's 70-year-old fucking grandma that is literally online on live stream behind nursing home hours.
I was hating on her extensions. I said that she got fucking extensions and needed to get them to match because they look like Betty in the promo video from when she got the Wish extensions or whatever, and they don't match her fucking hair. That was me. Probably that started that, but go on and blame other people for it.
I mean,
Kathy might have said it too, but we're just trying to help your girl out here.
She's violated the fucking nursing home after hours so many dang times. I know she ain't hating on nobody's damn hair. She's got to be kidding me.
Mom's like, who the fuck are you even talking about?
Kathy P. She's a shit stirring mod of, well, she was a mod of nonsenses. I don't know if she still is, but
obviously she knows that Kathy is not a mod of mine anymore.
She's just a shit stirrer. She went on Queen's panel just trying to load some fucking shit up on that panel. She just likes to start shit. Like somebody will be covering a stream about Jesus and she'll go under there and she'll be like, do you know what Data did? I'm like, bitch, nobody's.
She does kind of do that though. Because she's trying to correct, because I wouldn't respond to Vada like at all. And she hates it when I call her Vada, so I continue to do it. But she would not, like, this one has just lied about everybody for months. So of course somebody's out there. They talk about it. You're a fucking train wreck. What do you expect?
Talking about me. Quit trying to instigate shit.
You don't have to. You do it enough on
You know what I mean?
You don't need anybody's help. You do it enough on your own. You're doing a great display of that.
It's too boring for me to cover. I mean, I covered her the other day and she didn't even have her damn, the banners you put across the screen. I was like, bitch, don't come after me about my streams and my receipts until you can spell. She put copyright, COPIWRIGHT or something like that. I said, and you're coming about my stuff? Girl, come on.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I know. It's like hypocrisy. My whole fight about this is unless you're damn perfect, shut the hell up. And don't, how long do you punish somebody for a wrongdoing? I mean, shit.
A good while, apparently. A good while, apparently, because, I mean, I understand that feeling too. Oh, wait. I got a phone call. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay. I will go to chat. I haven't looked at the chat at all on my phone since I've been here. Let me go on my other phone and look. Oh. And I'm not mad at anybody that y'all don't know me in the chat, but when I walked up in here and I saw these lies in the chat, I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, Lord, bless it. All right. Oh, yeah. I can't spell worth of shit either. This is what she gets so triggered. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that clip right quick. I don't know if I can easily find it because I have done a lot of fucking videos. So let me go over here and look right quick. If I can find the clip of her in the grave. Nunya, do you know if anybody has it in a short version that I could look at? I can't remember who all did them. Elle, do you still have that one up? Is it you? That's called divine intervention. Bye-bye. And that's the thing. Like, I got messages that was going on. I went over and looked, but I'm not going to derail bomb. I knew she was like in the middle of it. Plus, I don't go in disrespectful to everybody else's stuff. Yes, in a graveyard, not a grave. Thank you. Oh, perfect. I'll go over to her channel. Hold on. I'll do it. Thank you. Oh, what a fucking mess. Because I know that I have them, but they're in the midst of like 9 fucking hours of shit that I did on her that one time. And I am not about to go through all of that. Oh, there's the Van Gogh ones. Hold on. Let me see if they're saying. I'm going to find the actual thing. What is it titled? Give me a second, y'all. Oh, got it. Thank you. Okay. All right, here. Okay. Let's go over here. This is from the lovely LG. Oh, I'll drop her channel name. Sorry, I forget I'm on the channel that doesn't have mods. All right.
Were you taking a shit on someone's grave? I mean, I have to know that much.
So I'm out in the middle of nowhere, okay? And there's 2 gas stations in this whole place.
So you weren't like you weren't trying to be spiteful and just actually shit on someone's grave.
No, there was just nowhere to go to the bathroom, and all I had was Burger King napkins. So I said, I don't want to pull into this person's yard. So I finally pulled into the
Can I pull into this person's grave?
There's a cop on the hill watching me take a dump.
I can see Veda with with her location on and grave finder. You know, there's like find a grave.
One more time for those in the back. All right. This is exactly the clip, her own fucking words. This took place on Molly's channel. Spanky was there and EKC were there. That's the voices that you're hearing. This is where she got her nickname of the WWE grave shitter that I've fucking ran with and had a blast with for months, that she is obviously so bothered by. I didn't start the shit though. Not my problem.
Were you taking a shit on someone's grave? I mean, I have to know that much.
So I'm out in the middle of nowhere, okay? And there's 2 gas stations in this whole place.
So you weren't like you weren't trying to be spiteful and just actually shit on someone's grave.
No, there was just nowhere to go to the bathroom, and all I had was Burger King napkins. So I said, I don't want to pull into this person's yard. So I finally pulled into the grave.
Can I pull into this person's grave?
There's a cop on the hill watching me take a dump.
I can see Veda with with her location on and grave finder. You know, there's like find a grave.
All right, I just shared Elle's page too in the chat. So there's where it's at. It's on her community tab. There you go. There's the link for Elle's channel. Please go sign up. But that's it. That's it. That's all. That's all right. We've had fun with it. But there's not enough words for me to say what I really have to say about this one. But she took up 3 hours and 15 minutes of my time again today. But I figured, you know what? Like, we ain't going to do this. She's trying to channel build. She's going to go, like, she's just looking for a home like a feral cat, you know, running the streets out there. She said she was from the streets. So, hey, I'm not from the streets. I'm from the dairy farm. You can catch me squishing manure between my toes out here proudly. Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. Honk, honk, Bruce, where are you at? Shady bitch. Anyways, just had to say that too. Any questions before I get off here? Anything that anybody has? Any questions? I can help you as much as I can. If I don't, people in the chat will fucking know, because there's people in here that are way more up to date on the ins and outs of that. Burnt Toasted the stuff on the art streams. There's 1,000,001 streams that I've done debunking a lot of these receipts, everything like that. At the end of the day, the story of Marvon is extremely sad. There's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of hurt people involved in it. That is why I am not doing content on it at all anymore. No matter at the end of the day, so many people were hurt, and it's a tragedy. It's a tragic story all the way around. So that is that. But oh my God, Remy. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, those are pretty entertaining, actually. Burnt Toast pretty much laid it out there and said what she said. Yeah. And if you have any questions, Bomb, I'm wondering who she is trying to buddy up with behind the scenes, because she has had like interaction since I've been on YouTube. She's interacted with Flava. She's interacted with Erica. See, Erica at first like kind of buddied up to the antis too. And then they kind of got rid of her because she was kind of a liability from my understanding. And then she went to Molly, got in with Molly's crew. Then she became a liability over there. So she's kind of been in the back. Her and Vada are kind of twins. So yeah, good question. Yeah, I don't associate with any of those guys. Like Flava and I have been, you guys know how I feel about that situation. I always have. I knew that this was coming. I mean, there was a point in time when everybody was coming for me, and like Amber was circle jerking my content, and they were like trying to get me to bite onto shit and fight with them. And I had nothing to do with any of them. They've never been a part of anything that I talk about. They're not, all they are is messy bitches to me. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the good Nunya, I know. No, you didn't, Bomb. That's what, like, me and you have always said, like, we have coexisted out here, and like people have kind of like tried to get us to like argue over stuff, and you've always been like, I even apologized to you when I got out of line that one time and took people's receipts and ran with them, and I felt bad for that because it was unprovoked and you didn't do anything. So me and you have always been very kosher and, you know, just kept it moving. I will pop into your chats and say hello. Your chat mostly hates me, so I stay out of there for the most part, but it's a respect. Like I treat people the way they treat me, and you've always been kind to me. So there's that. That's why I was like, I'm not doing this stream. Like people came in here in the beginning and like wanted to make this about you. And I'm like, look, this is not about her. Like, put that aside. This is about the problem that's infiltrating the community on all ways. But I can see them like buddying up to her and taking her under their wing to come at you. And that's a big mistake for them. But yeah, I know. I took accountability for it, though. I came directly to you and was like, I'm sorry that I was out of line. Shining. Oh God, that would Bomb can drag a bitch. That but they know that those are the perfect people because they will try to take receipts. Like she can't even figure out this whole Dolly Queen Bee situation. And so she's just inserting herself and like making things all up. It's crazy to me. So yeah, it's wild. But I just wanted to like shut it down because she says she's over it, but obviously she's not. I live rent free in her head. Like I take up so much space in her head. It's really unhealthy. It's not, it will never go where you want it to, Vada. Like we're never going to be friends. I'm never going to ever be nice to you. I'm never going to be cool with you. I'm never going to be kosher with you. I'm just going to tell you straight up, I'm going to drag your ass and mock you until the end of time because it's easy, low hanging fruit. That's sorry. There's the petty side of me. It's fucking hysterical because you make yourself look like an ass. Okay. You make it easy. But as far as like doing content, this is your shining moment. But I wanted people to know she is coming back on the scenes and this is what's happening. So thank you, G14. Yep, the good Nunya, absolutely. And the sad thing is I hope they hear this too. Like the warning is like, this isn't about their fight, but this is not somebody you want to use because she is messy, messy, messy. Hey, Headstones. Yeah, Beth, for sure. Yeah, Bombshell, there was a list. I don't know the ins and outs of that as well. But there was a list that was made that were saying something about like these were the people who were mass flagging and they're the ones that needed to be taken down. Like it was so fucked up. Like just so much bullshit. They have done some of the silliest shit. But going back, like she was a part of the crew that helped Erica try to file a restraining order against Molly. And now supposedly then there's part of Molly's crew that's got a restraining order on Eric. Like there's so much shit. I can't keep up with all of it. It has been, and for some fucking reason, I got stuck in like the middle of all of them. And so every single one of them has tried to like come at me and fight with me. Normally I just ignore them. I'll talk a little shit, show some stuff and move it along. Like Amber, Flava, all of those people. I want nothing to fucking do with any of them. They are crazy. But this real life shit is, I do not co-sign. I spoke very publicly about that. That's fucked up. Somebody's going to get hurt. And if anybody's condoning that, I don't give a shit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Not even okay. Yeah, G14. I actually enjoy the couple times I have been over there. I laugh so fucking hard. I have laughed so fucking hard sometimes at some of the shit. Oh my God. And it will just be like the random shit when nobody's being talked about or like nothing. And you guys are just randomly talking shit about anything. I crack the fuck up because some of the motherfuckers are funny as hell. And Bomb will get going on something completely unrelated to anything. And it's fucking hysterical. Yeah, they get going and it's funny as hell, for sure. The little girl had stones this year. Is that what fucking Betty called her? Oh, God. All right, y'all. Yeah, Remy, for sure. Yeah. Do you know? I've seen that. Remy, I have seen the short or whatever of her doing that, but I don't know. You'll have to tell me what it means. Yeah, smiles, absolutely. Yep. Hey, Moonlight, that's how we are over here too. I love that. Like and that's the thing is I get that there's a lot of personal hurt behind a lot of these people that were close at one time. I get it. Like, but it's too much. It's gone too far. It's gone on too long. Nobody's going to get peace out of it. Like, I think people really have fun when they just get to cut the shit and have a blast, but unfortunately out here, there's so many that are just, that's all they can do is the fucking shit. I mean, the flip-flopping fish herself has been in so many different areas and doing so many different things. Like, I had another mod of mine that had CPS called on her, and that was some shady cross-sided shit too. And she was only involved with a certain group of people too. There's just some real shady shit, and it all revolves around one group of people. You're a dancing corn. Headstones. Oh, of course, Remy. Hey, independent thinker. Oh, Moonlight. I enjoy that a lot, actually, but it's almost, Scorpion season is almost over. I haven't found one in a while, so it's kind of boring now. Hamburglar. Bippity boppity bitch. Oh my God, Shining. That doesn't surprise me. Emmy has got her triggered. She's losing her marbles. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, you guys are wild. You guys are wild, but it's a good laugh. It's a good time. Thank you for letting me do this today. I just wanted to point out that she claims she's over it. She's obviously not. I'm taking up room in her head. How she is rewriting history on everything is not how it went down. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free if there's anything you need, whatever the case may be. I have nothing. All of my videos are up. Every single one. There might be a couple members videos, but otherwise everything that I've ever done is right there. I say it with my whole chest, and that's it. Hey, mother of two boys. Yeah, I do like them. It's trippy. They fucking glow. You guys are wild. Oh, no, Bomb. I didn't feel that way at all. Not at all. I knew, I could hear the confusion in your voice and not at all. I wasn't bothered at all. I thought it was actually really funny. That's why when people came in here and were like trying to point out stuff about you, and I was like, please, let's not do that. Like, I understand you guys all have issues, blah, 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 but this is my channel and I'm talking about the shit that I'm concerned with. And that's Vada, because she is just going to create messes wherever she goes. Yep. Hey, Zoya. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I got to go partake with the shitlins. So Kenzie's been keeping an eye on them for the last couple hours for me. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Protect your peace. Go find something to laugh about. The world needs more laughter. And right now there hasn't been a lot. So thank you all for joining me on my backup. By the way, this is my second channel because dumb bitches like that don't get content on my regular channel anymore. All right. See y'all later.